Monday. Welcome to the program. My name's Patrick. I'm a fat incel that lives in Tampa, Florida. And I'd love you to come on out and handle me. Let's get that out of the shot. Anyway, believe it or not, I'd love to be gang raped by your tongue. Okay, I don't know what. Hit that like button. Somebody's silly. Somebody's being a silly goose today, huh? Huh? Anyway, we're like an old show that your dad lives to tell you to get off that lawn and help. Okay, anyway, we got to jump right into it today. We got a lot of movie all day today, movie and Rekieta stuff. I do have a hard out. I'm not going to tell you what time that is. I don't want you stressing about it. I don't want you worried about it. But let's just say a little shorter of a show today. Little, very little. I'm going to discount it so little bit. But I'm also going to I'm not going to bullshit in the beginning. I'm not going to tell you about how, I spent the weekend spraying for bugs, or you won't believe that, I'm not going to tell you little things about my dinner that I hacked. Like, you know what I found out about mashed potatoes? I'm not going to do that today. We'll just have a normal, we'll get right into steel toe. It's the third batch of documents that's been dropped on Kiwi Farms about the Rekietas since Aaron has made a proclamation that he's done reading documents and salacious rumors on the internet. Aaron was all about the documents coming out about Rekieta and his ex-wife April and Kayla and the drugs and the kids. He couldn't get enough of it. And then all of a sudden some documents dropped that implied he physically assaults his wife on multiple occasions. And he says, I'm done with that website. I don't want to read, any more stuff about court documents. It feels gross. I was just angry, but now I'm better. I don't need to do that anymore. I don't need to dive into court documents. That's not who I am. That was just me misplacing anger and aggression, but I'm in a better place now. I've got slam peace. I'm happy. I'm letting go. I'm moving on. There, but for the grace of God go I, the high road, etc., etc., etc. Then, of course, he gets backstabbed by friends, and he has no problem relapsing just long enough to trash the fuck out of them. Then more court documents drop, and they're not about him, and he decides he's over the not reading salacious court documents, and he's back on the anger and resentment issues, and he can't get enough of it. He can't get enough of tearing up his ex-wife, trying to discredit her now because these abuse allegations are not going to go away. And, other things that he's caused to rain down on him, including these charges, which I have official word. I can't give you my source on this. I have an official word that charges have been filed in Minnesota court against Aaron Imholte for his sharing of Kayla Rekieta's news. That's all I know right now. Will there be a court date for this? Will there be jail? I don't think so. I don't think it's that kind of a thing. I don't think it's a felony thing. It's a misdemeanor. It will probably end up in some sort of a plea or a fine. But what I've been told is it's very possible, and this is up to a judge's discretion, I've been told, but it's happened before, definitely for a case like this. It's very possible that Aaron would have to register on a sex offender registry. I've been told this by about 6 different people, and one of them is actually a woman who's had revenge porn released about her and successfully prosecuted an ex-boyfriend about it. So, I mean, look, do I think any of that's going to happen? No, but I would love for some sort of crazy consequences to come down the line. Either way, it's not a good look. He's sitting around nudes live. I've talked about this before, people who don't understand the law and don't understand how legal things work. It's very, very, very difficult to prove this kind of stuff. Revenge porn, You have to prove that he did it. You have to prove that he had possession of his phone. He was the one who sent you that photo at that time. You know, like, you have to really prove it. Aaron's so dumb he did it online. He did it live on his stream. He sent revenge porn to you know, Gino Bisconte. Your boy didn't do so bad, did he? Great look for your daughter. Great look for little Charlotte. And God forbid if Emily ever gains the ability to speak. You know, I imagine she'll have some tough words for her dear papa. Louis has some tough words for his dear papa, but believe it or not, they're any word. Louis has trouble with any word. Rumor has it Louis is mentally retarded. Hit the like button. Oh boy, we are doing it. We are having it. This could be everything I ever wanted.
I'll take all that fresh milk from Donkey Lips.
Jesus. Do you think Donkey Lips can be milked?
Even the guards will butt fuck you in jail.
What the fuck? Even the guards will butt fuck you in jail. These all came in earlier.
I'm gonna put the celery in my witch and my methody and my pee hole long enough to reach my turd cutter, and I will lube it with spaghetti sauce and enjoy the vegetarian lifestyle.
Did you get the recipe from Tricky Dicky Nick Rekieta? Quill.
Oh boy. Zero, thank you for becoming a new member. And what is this? Tudicicero? Tudicicero. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I guarantee I'm not. Can you believe I pay for this? I'm a sucker. Yeah, why don't you pay for it? Too. Why don't you pay for it too? Just like Big Salad Man. Big Salad Man. I'm sorry, Big Salad Man, is it? Is this somebody made this name for one day and donated $50 and then disappeared? We'll never see Big Salad Man again. We will never, ever, ever see Big Salad Man again. But I'm here for it. And thank you for your contribution, Big Salad Man. Big Salad Man. Anyway, there you go. Happy to have you, Big Salad. And you can be on the list too for July. We got a list going here. It's a very nice list. And you can be on that. Why not just throw tons of money at the what is it? Steel Tosa? Guys, just irresponsible. Just take out. And I seen the stock market today. It's the Great Reset. It's the Great Reset. Nancy Pelosi is not happy. Stock market's down Bitcoin's down 18 grand. The stock market's tanking. Somebody said the Dow's down 1,200 already. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boogers. Anyway, you will own nothing and you'll be happy. Get rid of that cash. Get rid of that cash before it becomes a liability, I say. You know, sure, the Bitcoin's down and everything's down, but who knows where the bottom for the American dollar is? I'd say get rid of it. I say get rid of it. Throw it over. Gift a membership. Streamlabs. Pay Pigs. Pal Talk. And I think, dear God, I think Perry Caravello's finally going to turn on his stupid AI voices today. I should bite my tongue. It's been a hell getting that crew up and running over there. But I think we've almost got Perry Caravello in our sights. And he's a big fan of mine. I don't know what they're doing. They hold him down over there. They make him say stuff. Listen to this. I got sent this as if this makes my voice tingle.
His super tip system is the best. So thank you, Patrick, for letting us use your super tip system. So thank you. 2 thumbs up for that one.
2 thumbs up for that one. How many times can a person say thank you? And then we're cloning his voice. We're doing an angry Perry and a normal Perry. This is this is AI Perry. You tell me how close this is.
Can you believe that I'm finally inside a computer? It's kind of nice in here, but they figured out my cyber address, and they're sending me digital filet-o-fish.
Okay, so that one's AI. That one's AI. And then we're going to have an angry Perry, too, where he screams. And if you don't know who Perry Caravello is, you really got to go watch Windy City Heat. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, bud. I don't know what to tell you, bud. Dan G gifting 10 memberships. Thank you very much, Dan G. Big supporter of the show, that dang. Big supporter of the show, that dang. Okay, I'm writing Dan G down. I don't ever want to forget it. Ladies and gentlemen, since April left, since April left, we've been getting about 30-minute member shows out of Moopy. He'll take multiple weeks in a row off. He claims he has 1,000 members again. You know, like he's having some renaissance of support. I don't think that's true. It's like when Chad tells everybody he has 1,000 members. It's like, where? They all just didn't create screen names? Okay, anyway, the point is there's a groundswell of support, and he's getting it, and he's loving it. And ever since he's got all these members, he's been doing these, either not doing member shows at all or doing these 30-minute, once a week, Sunday afternoon members only shows. And basically all these shows are like, they're like basically the first 30 minutes of the Monday show. His first 30 minutes of today's show was actually almost the same as yesterday's members only show. It's just him telling you how he doesn't care about this stuff and he got away from it. You won't believe how cool it is down by the lake. And it's just regular stuff that you and I did over the weekend, but we would never think to tell another stranger about it. Like, oh, the weather was good and I had a really good pork chop. It's like, okay, you don't need to tell people that. But that's where we're at. And Bink, thanks to Citizen M for pulling this members only show. And I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say that because I know Citizen M's trying to get back in the good graces of Moobster. Oh, he's so itchy. He's so itchy. He's falling apart. So basically, some papers came out and confused people a little bit last week. Basically, remember, he's got to go to court August 20th for the violation of the restraining order of Ashley Larue. Both him and April couldn't shut the fuck up about her on his show. He's not allowed to mention his ex-wife. He can't say my ex-wife. He can't say a lady with which I formerly lived. You know, he can't say anything about her. He can't say her name. He can't imply his ex-wife. He's not supposed to mention her at all. And by the way, she has no say in this. This is the state of Minnesota versus Aaron Imholte. She doesn't have to complain or register a violation of this restraining order at all. The court can do it. The state can do it. So, you know, unless it's funny because, like, if she goes back, if they go back to this hearing and she goes in that courtroom, she's like, it's fine, Your Honor. You can dissolve it, Your Honor. It wasn't a big deal. I overreacted. It's not serious. Well, now you're like admitting to the court that you filed some flagrant, unnecessary order of protection. And I want to believe that Ashley Larue has the common sense to know that, like, you're going to do this again. Do you think this ends? This guy's already letting his stupid slam piece run the new store. Now, again, hold on, new store, Melton. Where's the new steel toe store? Well, a woman's putting it together. So it'll probably be a month or two. But, you know, again, anybody compared to Aaron looks smart and intelligent and able to get something off the ground. So I imagine she's over at Wix or Squarespace or whatever, using some fucking WYSIWYG site builder to really, really get the next generation of the steel toe store popping. So it'll be up at some point, but she's going to run it. She's going to handle the merch. He's literally going to do the same thing again. I'm calling it. I made this prediction at Hackamania to Carl that By the end of the year, he'll have another woman involved with the show. That's already happened. She walks around the studio. He talks to her during shows. And, she is now in charge of the store. He puts her, he thinks she's remarkable at that kind of thing. So she's building a store. He won't be able to get this woman unentangled from Steel Toe. This woman's going to run the store. He won't know how to do it. This woman's going to, mark my words, by the end of the year, she is on the show. She will be on this show. He talked about yesterday, we're going to see in a clip here in a second, like, you won't believe it. Gordy comes in here and sits and watches me while I do the show. He gives every indication of a guy who's never, ever, ever had one responsibility. You think about the husband that stays at work all day, and the housewife that runs the house. She cooks dinner, she cleans, she takes care of the kids, she sees the kids off, she picks the kids up, she handles the pets, she shovels the driveway, takes out the trash, she picks up the dog shit. She did everything. April did everything. And we didn't realize it until she left, and he started telling these stories about these little adventures he had. You have to pick up garbage from the yard before you mow. It's crazy. It's like, oh, did you just figure that out because you mowed for the first time? Did you know you can't make really spicy food for your children? That's crazy. Thank God Charlotte's a genius, and she discovered the mashed potato paradox. It's like, okay. Every day he tells us he has no experience in life. Did you know you can't let your dog just eat tons of spices when they're 4 square inches by 4 square inches? Did you even know? I bet you didn't. Oh, God. All right. Let's get into... This is yesterday's members-only show. So, again, this is what he gives back. By the way, we had a members-only show, and that'll be posted up. Overdose feed will be caught up today. I apologize so much that the bonus show from Friday is not on that feed, but it will be by end of today. I got to go sit at the... never mind what I got to do today. Never mind what I got to go sit. I got to go sit somewhere all day. So I'm going to bring my laptop and try to get everything caught up. But anyway, this is a members only. We did a 3 hours members only show. Check it out Friday night. This is what he gives back to his members. This is his members only program. Here we go. Are you ready?
I suppose that helps. Hey, everybody. Good afternoon. Well,
whoa. I know about the evening audience, and I know about the morning audience, but how many things do we have? Do we have any data on the afternoon audience? Hello. Boy, the night audience and the morning audience are not going to like this afternoon audience getting some of the shows. No.
Welcome. It's the members only show.
Is it?
We'll be here for a little bit.
30 minutes. 30 minutes is what he does for his members now.
Like I said, we're going to pop on a little bit during the...
By the way, it used to be 2 hours. So it's a quarter of what it was.
Summertime. Every Sunday. I think once we get into the fall and the winter months when everybody's inside... We'll soon
as Slam Piece is able to pick the kids up, we'll get back to our regular schedule. It's going to take Ashley some time to trust her. It's going to take some time.
We'll do these back at 7 again. But as for right now, there's just too much shit going on. You got to...
I'm court ordered to go to... Uh-oh. El Gato. Oh, no. Oh, no, we lost it all. I can't come up. I've lost everything. I've lost cameras. I've lost it all. Oh, no. Hi, everybody. I'm Patrick. Hold on, I'm going to reboot the camera. Let's see if it'll with the card. No. Why would it? Why would we have anything nice today? Why would we be able to get anything going? And you know what's going to have to happen here? This is like a hard restart. It's going to be like a hard restart. Or we could just do sound. I don't even care. I'm not in a bad mood about it. I'm having a good mood today. Oh, God. There's so I love the idiots who go 25 years podcasting. Yeah, with this PC. Yep. With the same equipment. I can't believe Patrick hasn't figured out how to work this Dell yet. Oh, God. All right, so we're going to have to restart. I don't know what else to do. It's going to have to be a hard restart. It's going to be ugly. It's going to take time. Or we can just put up your chats. You know, your chats are working. Where did Super Tip go? I think we closed it. We don't have Super Tip anymore. We're really losing it. Oh, no, we do have them. We do have the Should we just do Super Tips? Nobody needs to see me. Hold on. Is the audio even going? All right. Good news is it does restart fast and the settings should be safe. All right. I'll be back in 2 minutes. I'm hoping 2 minutes. So sorry. I mean, it was working fine. I don't know what you literally saw it go. Shut up, Doom. And don't you dare clip this, you son of a bitch. Okay, when I get back, I'm in a good mood today. When I get back, you know, I want everybody to have knocked the goal out. I want everybody in a better mood. You treat me with some goddamn respect, please. Can we talk about apples? Yeah, I promise you this. We'll talk about apples when I get back because I do have some thoughts. And by the way, are the Bentleys dead? All right, we'll be right back. So sorry for this. And you won't even, if you're watching later, you won't even know. All right, we'll be right back. Why did that work? Somebody said these are like, this isn't a camera. These are like pre-programmed in.
Wrong.
So like I can show you these all day, but my camera's out. All right, bye. I'll be right back. I'm so sorry for this. This is very embarrassing. And this is a lot of, this might be part of the stock market. Did you guys hear NLO's down today? Carl's laughing at me right now. Fuck. All right. It should be. Fuck. All right. No, it should be back. We should be back up. I'm hoping. You know, you never really know. Anyway, we're back. Thank you. Sorry about that. I don't know. These things, these internets, boy, they catch up with you. They cause trouble. Misfit, thank you for being a member for 14 months. This show is so spicy, you have to dip it in mashed potatoes to consume it. We've heard about that. I've actually heard about that. A lot of people are saying our show is like the mashed potato dipper of shows. A lot of people are saying that. AFK Swede, is this the turn? It could be. Maybe the equipment's turning. I will tell you this, though. At least we can be back up in 2 minutes. The old computer, it would like forget settings and shit. I'd open it up. And after this one, like at least, you know, people complain about Windows 11. So far, I'm pretty okay with the Windows 11 sitch.
It looks like Manatee Melton has jury duty. Are you going to bring a lunch or two?
No, I do not have jury duty. Incorrect guess. That's a bad guess. Jury duty would at least be interesting.
The basis of much Taoist thinking is that qi is part of everything in existence. Qi is related to another energetic substance contained in the human body known as jing. And once all this has been expended, the body dies. Jing can be lost in many ways, but most notably through the loss of body fluids. Taoists may use practices to stimulate, increase, and conserve their bodily fluids to great extents. So the fluid believed to contain the most jing is semen.
Maybe stop kicking the table. That we don't have that problem anymore. That was back when Doom and I used to flirt with the glitch. Remember the glitch?
Everyone listen to me. When Kiwi Farm says something about Nick, it's totally true. Sunlight is the best disinfectant. When they say something about me, however, they're lying, liars who lie, and we need to move on. Let's hit that goal, people.
It makes sense. Makes sense. Gonzo says Aaron got more court cases than DG nephew Ray Ray. Delethian Gross. Yes. You can call me Nannerpuss.
You can call me Nannerpuss. And guess what?
I love Nannerpuss. Aaron tried to pit Little Lemmy against Kiki this AM. I'll tell you what's going on. There's a big snow job coming. From Aaron. You know, he's got to discredit Rekieta and April so badly. I think Rekieta's probably going down hard? Yes, I do. But I think Rekieta can probably make life a living hell for Aaron Imholte, especially with how much he's been running that mouth. So I think Aaron has a lot of incoming arrows, some that he knows about, some that he doesn't know about, and I think that some of the things that have been said over the past couple of days have shed a little more light on what's going on. And your guess is as good as mine, but we're going to get into some theories today. Again, this is a members-only show from yesterday. Holy shit, look at Bentley showing up. You know why he doesn't show up? Because it's not a Chad
Piggy
situation.
Piggy. I'm no pig. Mr. Kill, everything is a real creep. I am an angel towards women. Come see me at the Chili's on Thursday night for open mic night. Half-price appetizers.
Nat Clo 2.0, thank you for the $50 super tip. That means so much to our children across the seas. And my good friend Bob Sacamano, sounds made up. Bob Sacamano gifting 20 memberships, as well as Jason Bentley gifting 20 memberships.
I've made a huge mistake.
No, good to know you're out there, Bentley. Good to know you're still just lurking in the shadows. You weird. No, oh fuck him. Is Bentley coming to Rochester this week? I think he might be. DabbleCon this weekend. DabbleCon this weekend. Okay. And I'll be there. Oh, you know, like Carl wanted me to do the roast. I didn't know they were doing a roast. But like I don't really know everybody. So I told him I'd think about it and do something, but what am I gonna do? I don't want to go up and hey, we're 5 days out. And I'm just busy, man. And I'm just busy. But like, you know. Next week. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm ahead of myself. It's in 2 weeks. No, I got something else this weekend, and I got a lot of trips. I got a lot of flights. Not dead, but just when I get a chance to watch a show, you can't even keep it on. Shut the fuck up, you fat fuck. Okay. No, and we're gonna we got to get back into Chad, man. Chad. He's getting so desperate for attention and so puffed up. It's getting really, really funny again. Like solid, being drunk nonstop. Bonk. All right, here we go. Back to it. Thank you, Bentley. I appreciate that. Oh, there's some more coming in real quick. Crew Jones is a member for 3 months. Let's make that Mon Chichi president.
Mon Chichi, oh, so soft and cuddly.
I can't. I really can't. Like people, I can't. Let's not get political today. Let's agree to disagree. I don't have any problem with you thinking Kamala Harris is a strong, independent leader. To each his own. After all, the evidence is there. She knows what's going on. Okay, I can't.
Not only me as a host, but you guys as a viewer. You need to change up you got to stop doing shit.
You guys as viewers need to stop doing shit
in order to watch, and that's not fun. Not fun for me, not fun for you. Both days this weekend, all 3 days this weekend, I got all my shit in early. Took the kids to the fair on Friday, took the kids to the fair on Saturday.
Your kids are so retarded, they'll go to the fair 2 days in a row? I don't... Call me crazy. When I was a kid and we went to the fair, the next day, my dad never went, what are you going to do today? How about the fair? We'd be like, we still have cotton candy and elephant ears in the fridge. We still have a balloon on a stick. I still have my Def Leppard square mirror that I won throwing darts. No one wants to go to the fair 2 days in a row. And that's the fair. It's the fair. It's the fair. 2 days in a row at the fair? No thanks, Dad. No thanks. We've already done the Scrambler. We're all good on Gravitron. What are you going back to the fair for? No one wants to go to the fair. It's a once a year, maybe. I'd argue once a decade. I've never once been to the Nevada State Fair. I have to go in the next 3 years or I lose my residency. So, what is it again? The fair? Oh, such a busy weekend. Monday, took my kids to the fair. Tuesday, fair again. Wednesday, up early to head out to the fair. Thursday morning, we were over at the fair. Friday morning, grabbing a couple first prize ribbons over at the pig shed at the fair.
Went golfing Saturday afternoon.
We got to go back to the fair tonight because, what's a good fair band? What's a good band that you would see only playing at the fair? Limp Bizkit is there.
Matt and I went. Matt and I went to Territory. And then,
hold on. Is there a bar or a club? I'm sorry. Is there a bar or a club in Minnesota called Territory? And can I please see it? Territory. Oh, no, it's a golf club. Okay, sorry. It's a golf club. We went out to Territory. Holy shit. Holy shit. You think about a golf club. It has a they have a restaurant called the Coyote Moon Grill. And the golf club looks like, first of all, I've never seen a golf club this ratchet. Holy shit. Look at the chairs in this golf club. They're all mismatched. This is the club. This is the club. If you said, show me a golf club Mubi belongs to, I'd go, yeah. This looks like the nicest steakhouse in the world Chad went to, remember? With the Parmesan shakers on the table. There aren't two chairs in this room that are the same chair. There aren't a set of dining chairs in this room. The Coyote Moon Grill. Holy shit. I mean, this looks like the dining room in the ski lodge from The Shining. We'll be down at the Coyote Moon Grill. The napkins aren't even gold-plated. We have a buffet. 6 shrimp. Our buffet has everything you've been wanting. Red onion slices. What is this? Celery? I can't tell if this is a salad bar or the topping bin at a Domino's. I don't know what's going on. We have 6 shrimp. Perhaps you've seen our famous Coyote Moon. I don't know if this is supposed to be some sort of Yorkshire pudding. What the fuck is going on? Oh, God. The Coyote Moon Grill. Good from afar, but far from a good. Am I right? Bring your family down to the Coyote Moon Grill to celebrate birthdays, anniversaries, Venmo, PayPal, Streamlabs, butt fucking. Territory. A bar and grill experience. Brought to you by the same people who came up with Aaron Imholte. Okay, how do I get back to the show?
You know what I kind of like about Territory?
Yeah.
Is
the
that
mismatched chairs?
If you go with two people, it's a very busy course.
I thought it was a club. I thought
the club is as luxurious as a modern burrito express.
I thought it was like like Matt and I went to Territory the other night. Yeah, we love that place.
It's a beautiful course. If you go with two people on the weekend, they're going to pair you up with two other people. And it's
regular rules. Regular rules for any golf course in America that has a visiting population. Guys, you know what I hate about Territory? If you go as a twosome, they'll make you a foursome.
A lot of fun. You drink way more than you thought you were going to.
Nope. I don't drink at all. I'm not an alcoholic. I don't look to enhance every activity I do with alcohol. I really don't. Like, you're the only one who comes back every weekend going like, whoa, you guys won't believe how much I drank. I mean, we do. If we were you, yeah, our blood type would probably be smearing off as well.
And so yesterday, Matt and I grabbed a couple cigars, met Matt at the golf course.
This guy does every day he does like shit that like he thinks is like luxury. He's like, you know what I'm going to do today? A little Woodford Reserve and a cigar. It's like it's Tuesday. Yeah. Just nice out. I'm going to have a cigar. It's like, okay.
We get paired.
You don't have to announce it. Like every time he buys a cigar, he comes and tells us, oh, you know what I did yesterday? Actually, went and got some alcohol and cigar. Sat out with the neighbor. Actually went out, got some alcohol, got a cigar, and sat out with the kids, watched the kids play ball. You know what I did yesterday? Went and got some beers, and it's like, we get it. There isn't enough alcohol on the planet to make this go away for you. I get it.
Paired up with this couple from Canada. They were probably in their 40s, mid-40s, and they were a lot of fun.
Dude, they were a lot of fun.
And
I've been hooking up with couples lately.
No, I didn't swing with them.
Right.
I didn't have anything to trade this time. But
little bit of honesty coming out there. Little bit of honesty right there. No, I didn't swing with them. I didn't have anything to trade this time. This is almost a full-out admission that he wasn't wanted in the polycule. It was all about April. And that April was a form of human currency that he used to gain favor with Nick. Let's not forget, Aaron was trying to clout chase Nick because Nick had a more popular YouTube channel. Still does, by all accounts. But this is Mubi, again, running his mouth, saying out loud the part he shouldn't. This lets you know, again, the premeditation involved in this kind of thing. He's saying it out loud. I didn't have anything to trade. That trading implies it's not going to be yours anymore. It really does let you know that he knew what was going to happen with this polycule situation. Yeah, I'll lose April, but think about all the sympathy stuff that I'll get.
We went and you have a couple beers. Drink cart comes around again. You maybe have a fucking Tito's and Sprite. And
again, like this is called a weekend. I'd be willing to bet 1,000 you went out and played golf this weekend. Yeah, it's really cool if you've never seen how it works. You go out, you play golf, you have a beer, you play a couple holes, the drink girl comes around again. You can buy a drink from her, you keep drinking. You keep playing. She comes around again. You're doing the ball thing with the club, with the hitting. Oh, thanks for telling us all how it works. Thanks for telling us all how it works, Uncle Aaron. Oh God, I went to a McDonald's this weekend. You ever heard about this place? Oh, you go in, you get in line, you look around. They've got the smell of the fries, and they've got these ordering kiosks. But if you're too intimidated or confused, you can go talk to the lady. Oh, you order, you put your order in. Like they have sandwiches and then burgers and little chicken bites. They call Mac nuggets, I believe. And yeah, and you just it comes on a tray. They bring it to you. You can like eat some of the food and have a drink of the beverage, and then you continue with food. If you get parched, you can have a little more beverage. You can mix it up, have beverage, food, go back, a little food, a little beverage. You can go to the restroom, come back, complete your meal. It's and you get way more than you thought you would. They got apple pies. Oh, we went crazy. This guy's a fucking idiot.
And then the next time it comes around, you all do a shot together. And by the end of that 18, boy, whew.
He's telling us what he did, but he's like explaining it to like, you guys know how it is.
You got to hang around for a little bit just to make sure you're all right to drive home.
You do? You do? Captain Underbite? Fuck. He's always massaging his forehead and sticking out that bottom row of teeth.
It's a lot of fun. So then this morning I wake up.
I did it yesterday, guys. I went golfing. It was a lot of fun. I did it yesterday. Yeah, so that was great. It was a lot of fun, guys. I don't know if you've ever done it, like had drinks outside. It was a lot of fun. We went. They paired us up. I met some people. We had a drink. You gotta. It's great.
Hey, onions! It's Louis Imholte. I play dumb so my daddy will ignore me. I really don't like being around him. He's remarkably weird. And I figured out another way to make him shun me. I've decided I'm a girl now. So cool. I get all of Charlotte's old clothes. Remarkable.
Jesus Christ.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Steel Toe Hang on, gotta go pee. And we're back. Our first story is, hang on, gotta go get a Celsius. Okay, so let's throw some money at the goal and hang on, gotta go get a snack.
Right.
For fuck's sake, more like the Steel Toe Gotta Go show, am I right?
The Steel Toe Gotta Go show. I agree.
And I don't really have anything to do. Kids went home yesterday afternoon. Went with their mom.
And yeah. We didn't stop chewing on the Sharpie, you boob.
And I'm sitting here going, I don't have the kids till Monday.
This guy, we're watching a lonely loser dad. This guy is such a fucking loser. Anyone hanging out with him is tortured. I'm telling you, there's no way your phone rings or you get a text from this loser and you light up. Not a woman, not a man, nobody. He's sitting around in a dark house going like, it's Sunday morning, I ain't got nothing to do. The kids left. The kids went home. The kids went home. Yep, you had it right the first time. That's their home.
I was up at like 5:30 in the morning. That's the other thing. Like, you go out golfing at 1, you're done at 5, and you've been drinking all afternoon. You're like, I don't want to do anything else tonight.
So hold on. He took his kids to the fair, but he also went golfing at 1. Friday took the kids to the fair. Saturday took the kids to the fair, except from 1 to 5 when I was golfing, and then 5 to now, which I was sleeping. Sounds like you really spent a Saturday with your children. Sounds like you really took time to spend a weekend with your children. What's the custody agreement? What's the custody agreement when you are teeing off at 1 p.m. on a Saturday? I would argue you'd had to drop your kids off at noon. And then we're supposed to believe you went to the fair before that? Oh, yeah. We all remember the state fair. The best hours to go are between 6 and 8 a.m. Beat the rush. Beat the rush. I like to get there while the Ferris wheel's still wet from the morning dew.
Jesus Christ, Melton, it's called wit. They're called jokes. So you're the only guy who makes jokes and there isn't any truth behind your jokes?
He's a very witty guy. He could have traded me, but I'm sloppy seconds or thirds.
Yeah, I took my kids to the fair and then made them leave immediately. I took them to the fair. I showed them all the rides, and I was like, come on, Daddy has a tea time. Let's get you to Mama. Let's meet at the police station and do the trade-off. You took your kids to the fair for 30 minutes on Saturday morning and then said, Daddy's got to go get his Callaways out of the storage. I got a tea time. The kids went home, their real home. I agree.
Charges, please. Let me educate you idiots about. Oh, wait. Who's that outside my window? Is it them? No, it's only the mailman. I keep forgetting they have lights on those vans. Anyway, what was I talking about?
Hey, shut up about Aaron. I mean, damn it, I've had charges too.
Damn it, I've had charges.
The Italians have a saying that translates to, for him, every day is a sunny day, implying you are too dumb to realize things are going wrong for you. It essentially is calling you someone so stupid that there isn't a single thing about a situation that would bother you.
No,
guys, have you heard about golfing and drinking? No, it's fun. You drink while you golf with strangers. So fun. Then I drove home drunk with Matt. Total blast. So fun. Got home. Gordy shit in my bed. Fucking guy is such a prankster. He loves me. Fun.
For him, every day is a sunny day. Yeah, that's paraphrasing another win for the toe. All right, I'm speeding this up because we'll never get through it at normal speed.
Like you're coming down from being out for 4 hours in the sun, drinking and golfing and sweating. I'm like, I'll watch some Dark Side of the Ring, hang out with Gordy. We'll have ourselves a time. His ears go up whenever he sits over on the when I do an evening show or a members show. He sits on the sack over there. And if you say his name, his ears just.
So again, tell me you've never hung out or played with your dog without telling me you've never hung out or played with your dog. Yeah, I came home, I hung out with Gordy. Gordy hates you. He shits in your bed. Ask any behavioral therapist. Where's Fearless? Bring me Fearless. Hit the like button. Doesn't she do dog training? Your dog's shitting in your bed and shitting in your common areas. Your dog's mad at you. Your dog hates you. And then he's like, again, he's never paid attention to this dog at all. He's never spent 10 minutes with this fucking dog. He doesn't love the dog. He doesn't have a relationship with the dog. The dog's just like, knows that the owner that took care of it's gone. And now it has this guy to depend upon. He's never home. He's always at the golf course or out at the club territory. You know, so I don't know. I don't know. Fearless isn't a behavioral therapist. She's a dog trainer. I'd argue that she is. I'd argue that training a dog is providing therapy towards its behavior. So anyway, why don't you shut the fuck up, beloved chatter? You know, there's a reason everyone hates you everywhere you go. There's a reason we all talk about you in private groups. Beloved chatter. I know. Can you believe it? Mycroft, member for 13 months, says it's a coincidence the number of computers increased dramatically after you put the KB portrait up on the wall. What? Is it a coincidence that the number of computers increased dramatically? And computers where? I'm lost on that one. You didn't explain it correct. Bone and the Carbarian, 10 gifted memberships. Oh, boy. I was hoping I'd get in touch with a guy like Bonin. Guys, you won't believe this. Gordy sits over there, and when I say my dog's name, his ears go up. It's so crazy, guys. You probably don't have dogs, or if you do, you're not as close to them as I am with my dog. Every time I say Gordy's name, his ears go up. Huh. This guy doesn't take care of his kids or his dog. That's not a remarkable thing. You've had this dog for years. He's like, I just noticed that when I say my dog's name, his ears go up. He thinks I'm talking about him.
Gordy, we'll have ourselves a time. His ears go up whenever. He sits over on the, when I do an evening show or a members show. He sits on the sack over there. And if you say his name, his ears go up. He sits over on the, when I do an evening show or a members show. He sits on the sack over there. He sits on the sack over there. And if you say his name, his ears just, what the fuck, dude? What?
Really? Like a dog? I've never seen such a thing. Tell me again about what the dog does when you say his name, Aaron. Tell me again. What does the dog do? Oh, that's crazy. Is that just your dog, or you think all dogs do that?
He doesn't speak English. But the rest of the night, you're just kind of like, oh. Like, I texted a few people. I was like, what are you doing tonight? But it was kind of like half-hearted.
I texted people, what are you doing tonight? I live to be on this text list. The short list of people, Johnny, Oz, everybody was busy. I texted a few people, Matt, Slam Piece, Johnny, Oz, Slam Piece, Oz, Johnny, Matt, Slam Piece, Johnny, Oz. I texted a few people.
And if they would have come up here, maybe I would have went to like Raleigh's or something and had a couple, but
say that it's not Johnny or Oz. Say that it's not Slam Piece. Tell me it's not Matt. Who else would it be? Who else would it be?
It's kind of one of those things where you send it like, hey, buddy, what you doing? And you're kind of hoping they write back, not really anything, just kind of taking it easy. Like, you're kind of in that middle ground where you're like, I've got a buzz going, but I would definitely be all right with letting it come back down and going to bed.
I've got a buzz going, but I'd be all right letting it come back down and go to bed. I could just sleep, masturbate, and head upstairs with some mac salad and call it a night.
And that's what I did. I let it come back down. I went to Burger Time, grabbed a burger and some fries, and
I went to Burger Time? Is that a real place? Please tell me there's really a place in Minnesota called Burger Time.
To bed at like 9, 10 o'clock, hungover from golfing with Matt. One of the kids put my fucking Hulkamania foam finger over here.
So you drove drunk to get a burger? I don't understand what he's admitting to here.
Christ. But this morning I wake.
People are really starting to point out his cope face today. Somebody on our Discord is taking credit for noticing this, but I mean, we called this out a while ago. I've called it his underbite. This is when he's like really self-conscious. That's the face. That's the face. Even further, those teeth will come out further. But that's the face. It's that gritting, his teeth kind of he extends his neck like a turtle. It's like that old.
What did the dog do? Ring ding 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 dot ding. This is pretty cool. I can't type in your chat, but I can still send you money through Super Tips.
People keep telling me to sign up for Super Tips, and then I tune in to hear you bashing the living shite out of me.
Sorry, Ty. It reminds me of that you got any gum? That Letterman SNL with what's his name Gone Too Soon. What's his fucking name? Norm Macdonald. Hey, you got any gum? He sticks those teeth out at his neck and he's like, hey, Paul, you got any gum?
Christ.
That's his whole vibe. His whole vibe is that moment. Caught in that little moment right there, that where he hates reality for a split second and his body has to react to it to get rid of the tension, where he's just like that. No. Anyway, it's sad that you think that I do that. Anyway, hobo chili recipe. He does it several times. I love it.
But this morning I wake up and I'm like, I feel great. You know, I'm not hungover because I stopped drinking at like 4 or 5 o'clock. And I'm like, God damn, man, I feel like going out again today. So I text everybody I knew.
So in the morning, he texts everyone he knows. Everyone he knows. So I texted everyone I knew. Hey, you want to go down to Burger King and get some French toast sticks? What are you doing? I got some cigars. Hey.
You know, people in the cities and then people who are in town. I text Matt, obviously, everyone I know who.
Yeah, Matt, Oz, Johnny, Slam. We know. Who else? Matt, Oz, Johnny, Slam Piece. Matt, Oz, John. I texted everybody in the cities. the Twin Cities?
Golfs. Except Yags. Yags got pissed at me that I didn't text him. I didn't know Yags was a golfer. And then I text him. I'm like, do you want to go another 18? I'll go another 18.
Who's Yegs? Again, this is a guy who does the most pedestrian things on the weekend. And I'm not even making fun of it. These are what you and I do. You and I go golfing. You and I go hang out with friends. You and I take our children places. You and I go shopping. You and I go have a meal. We have a drink. We smoke a cigar. Whatever it is, these are very normal activities for adult humans. He comes back like every weekend he comes in like, guys, did you know your dog comes when you call it? And did you know, like, when you golf, like, they put you if you're alone like me and you don't have any friends, they just stick you with a group. Anyway, they loved me. I was holding court. Can you imagine if we asked those two Canadians about what they think about, Aaron Imholte and his musings out on the course? How would it go? If he says that they were awesome and they loved him and they hung out and they drank. If we asked the Canadians on a scale of 1 to 10, how annoying was Mooby on the golf course, what do you think they would say? And this, by the way, this begs even more important stuff. If anyone's able to get out on a golf course with Mooby because he's so lonely and they're just looking to pair him up with people, if you could ever get me footage of Aaron Imholte out on the golf course. Imagine he's out in nature. He thinks nobody's watching him. He's got the cigar. He's got the club, and he's holding court. When he's in a situation where nobody really knows who he is, and all of his faults and errors and foibles along the way, when no one knows that stuff, he thinks he's like in charge. He's again holding court. I'd pay for that. I'd pay heavily for that kind of footage. And again, I know this is like a pipe dream, but ooh, I want it. I don't know if I need it, but ooh, I'm willing to find out. Cash says Aaron is the real world Kirk Van Houten from The Simpsons. Kirk. Remember Kirk? Oh, boy. He's a lot of people combined into one. I'll tell you that. Because he's also Millhouse. And Ralph. And Wiggum. Anonymous, can you post this afternoon while on jury duty? Manatee, tell the judge you can't sit on jury because of your obvious health issues. That should work. Sha-na-na-na-na is a great state fair act / band. Cash says, I can always tell when Gordy licks the drippings because he gives me kisses and I taste the smoky goodness and the greasiness leaves my lips real shiny. Oh, is he one of those dudes who lets the dog lick his lips?
So bored, drunk at home by myself. Is it me? Am I out of touch? No, it's my friends who are losers. Where's my phone? Hey, big cock, you up? Want to slam some beers and watch porn? ? And send.
Johnny, this is great. Just you us having a few. Shit. He's texting me. What do I say? He wants me to watch porn with him again. Why does he keep doing this to me?
He didn't want to do that.
He was sending me dick pics earlier. They aren't even his dick. How many does he have? I told him my MS was acting up and I couldn't walk. Tell him you're playing trains again.
Oh.
I don't want him here. He gives me the creeps.
Maybe MS stands for multiple schlongs. You ever think about that? Chris, thanks for being a member for 10 months. Beloved chatter is nice. Not the rumor I heard. Keanu, oh, Melty, don't be a loser like the Dabbleverse and spend your weekend more wisely. Maybe you should try golfing like my former BFF, JK Mel. Nothing she says makes sense, and I'm not impressed. The Natural gifted a membership. Thank you very much. Mycroft gifting 10 memberships. That's too nice, Mycroft. Too nice. That's going to get you on Santa's list. I'm Santa. Okay?
You know, super tip is what I call Nick's Baldo. It's remarkably pointy, but when that tip goes in, whoa, boogers.
No boogers.
What a rush. I spend every moment hoping the alleged footage of me with Nick, produced by Ape and Kayla, never comes out. As gay as my golf swing.
What a cuck. I love my new cube life. Whee!
Also, we're 20 minutes away from Aaron's goal Somebody give me a status update. Are we going to have a beg session today at 7:55 a.m.? Shall we be switching over? Shall we be switching over in about 15 minutes to watch that? Let me know. He might have already hit his goal today. I don't know. He's been getting a lot of PayPal donations lately.
He's like, nah, I'm busy. Well, then don't bitch at me that I didn't invite you. I hate it when people do that. When they're like, you didn't invite me to this thing. And you're like,
yeah. Aaron hates it when people complain to him. Why didn't you invite me to hang out? Come on, Aaron. What? Aaron, you had a barbecue and didn't invite me? Aaron.
Do you want to go to another thing later? He's like, no, I can't. I'm busy. Well, what the fuck? Then it doesn't matter if I didn't invite you. Well, it's the principle of the thing. So I ended up golfing with a couple of guys who know Yegs. And the thing is, you go to territory, they have to pair you up. You don't get to go out by yourself. If you're two, they'll pair you up with another two. And I used to hate that. I used to be like, I don't want to golf with people I don't know, because then if they're really good.
Imagine, like, he claims to be a golfer. He claims to golf all the time. And he's saying this like he just heard of it. Like, the thing is, they don't let you go out by yourself. It's like, what golf course does? What golf course on a Saturday or Sunday morning, you know, especially in Minnesota where you can't even golf all year round. In Florida, you know, you golf all year round, whatever. What golf course is going to let you go out alone? By the way, without buying a foursome. You know, like, I bet if you pay for 4, they'll let you go out alone. It's so insane. He's like dropping this like it's new knowledge. Like, they'll actually pair you up with other people. Like, yeah. We've seen Curb Your Enthusiasm. Like, in every golf course ever, always. There's no way they would let you out alone on a Saturday morning. Are you high? But okay.
Good. You know, I don't want to do that. But then fucking Matt and I get paired up with a fun couple yesterday.
There it is. That's his uncomfortable look. You see that jaw? This is he's so uncomfortable in his own skin. I couldn't make this face if I tried. There's nothing on earth that makes me go, like I couldn't. I've never in my life, when faced with adversity or something shocking or challenging, go, like it's always this on his face. He looks like he's shitting, but somebody welded his asshole shut.
And then today, I get paired up with a couple of dudes who are a fucking blast. And,
dudes are a blast. I love blasting dudes. What did he say?
Lexi, our drink cart girl, she just kept coming over. Like, every 3 holes, she's coming over to us because we know that.
Dude, our drink cart girl? Dude, every 3 holes, she was coming up to us. I hate to tell you this. That's about how long it takes a drink cart girl to drive around the course. I mean, are you new? Are you dumb? Lexi, our drink cart girl? Lexi, like, it's almost like every 20 or 30 minutes she kept coming up to us, offering us more drinks. It was like we had our personal drink cart girl. I don't know how she knew we were thirsty again. I was like, Lexi, you again? How did you know? We kept tipping her a lot because she's pretty and we're dumb, so we think we have a shot. We kept giving her $20 every time we bought 3 beers for a tip, and she just kept coming back. Lexi, she's a good girl. She actually expressed some interest in doing a show. So we might be bringing her in here and having her fold towels and be second mic soon.
Drill, my round, then the other guy's round, then the other guy's round. You tip 30%, the drink cart girl's going to come around more.
Listen to this. I mean, listen to this. This is his bonus content. If you support him enough, he'll tell you about how tipping works. Did you know? Dude, she comes around, she gives you drinks. You pay for the drinks, they cost money. And then when you give them money, sometimes you give them extra money for a thank you for their service. You know, it's hot, she's working hard. And then the more extra money you give her, the more she comes back for more money. Like a cat. One time I fed Gordy, and he came back to me.
Hello, McFly. Putt-Putt let you golf by yourself. To be fair to Johnny, I found this dick pics in Melton's Discord.
Come on, Melty. You know I'm a little kooky. I mean, who else calls their fiance by their last name? Why should anyone take me seriously?
And
I will
her
see you at
mom.
Dabblecon. Look me in my eyes. I dashed you.
And her mom. Everybody's Piscante, Michelina. It's like, okay. Again, I don't know what happened to her, but it ain't good.
Fucking Matt and I get paired up with a fun couple yesterday. And then today, I get paired up with a couple of dudes who are a fucking blast. And, Lexi, our drink cart girl, she just kept coming over. Like, every 3 holes, she's coming over to us because we know the drill. My round.
It's almost like it was her job. I was at a bar the other day, and the bartender, every time my drink ran out, he came over. He was like, can I get you another one? And he knows the drill. I'm sitting at a seat at his bar. So, of course, I want alcohol. He knows the drill. They know what I want when I'm...
Then the other guy's round, then the other guy's round. You tip 30%, the drink cart girl's going to come around more. You have some fun with the drink cart girl, she has some fun back with you. And we were buying her shots. She's only filling them half full because she's got to drive and whatnot, but we're doing fucking fireball shots with the drink cart girl, then grabbing a couple of drinks. And let me tell you,
by the way, this is his version of like P. Diddy doing pussy juice shots on a yacht in the Mediterranean. To him, they are one and the same. I mean, he's like, dude, we were out in the middle of Minnesota where nobody gives a fuck doing shots with the drink cart girl who's a 6.5. Dude, we're doing shots with the drink cart girl.
Something about drinking.
Dude.
Girl, she has some fun back with you. And we were buying her shots.
If you have fun with her, you give her some tips, she'll have fun back with you. It's like this show. If you pay me, I have fun back with you. If you pay me, I have fun back with you.
She's only filling them half full because she's got to drive and whatnot, but we're doing fucking fireball shots with the drink cart girl, then grabbing a couple of drinks. And let me tell you something about drinking and golfing.
Let me tell you something about drinking and golfing. Okay, John Daly. Okay, listen up.
Drives are much better. Anything you have to hit for power is much better when you're drinking.
I think that's how Tiger did it.
Anything that has to be precise, like chipping, short irons, putting, you're fucked. I noticed that my tee shots just started crushing once I started drinking. And my putting and chipping went to absolute dog shit. I didn't have anything over a 2-putt until like the 14th hole, and then it was just all 3 putts.
Listen, the only tee shots you should be getting are testosterone administered by a fucking licensed physician. Tee shots on your back?
The rest of the day. I didn't break 100 either day either. It was 103 and 102. Yikes, dude. But it was fun, man. I mean, I got hammered today.
Okay. Dude, this weekend was fun, dude. I don't know about you. Dude, I like, dude, after work, like, I'll get a beer or something, and, like, it makes you feel different. You ever have, like, a beer and then, like, another beer and then, like, a couple more beers? And then, like, dude, you're like, you ever, oh, man. I couldn't wait to come tell you guys about it because I felt different. It felt, like, crazy, man. Like, it was so different the way I felt. And then I woke up and, like, today, like, also had more of the alcohol beers. And, whoa, I got trashed. Wow. It's like, what are we doing? Every weekend, it's just like him telling us how alcohol works. Dude, me and Matt. Whoa. Imagine bringing Matt out anywhere. Wow. We got.
Playing golf. Like I said, I had to hang around for a little bit so I could drive home and drink some coffee, get something to eat.
I had to go to the 19th hole and have a club sandwich. Wow. Me and the drink car girl. Wow.
Go home. And I got home and I'm like, fuck, I don't want to do anything else. I'm sitting in the chair, hanging out with Gordy. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take a shower. I'm gonna get some hot water. I'm going to kind of, open up the pores, let some of this shit out.
You ever been drunk and you showered to sober? What are we doing? What is this program? It's literally like we tune in to watch an idiot tell us like how to life. Like, yeah, I spilled some salsa on my shirt, so I put that shirt in the laundry. That'll get washed later. The salsa stain will come out. I grabbed a new shirt. Don't worry, I had plenty. I put that on. I felt fresh. It's like, holy shit, we don't need to know these details of life. Ty Rivera used to do this all the time, too. Ty Rivera walked us through the process of buying a plane ticket. You know, you go on a website, and you search for where you want to go, and they tell you what flights are there, and then you add one to your cart, and then they email you your ticket. It's like, fuck. Slow down. I got to get my pen. Again, this is stuff everyone's done every weekend for their whole life. And he's like, guys, you won't believe it. You ever had a beer while you golfed? No, never. Drink cart girl, you say? Now, is that just a special thing they give kings? You fucking idiot.
Manatee Melton, we can see your monitor reflected off the glass Brennan picture frame. What is rentboy.com?
I mean, that is fucking 2 weeks old, you've noticed? Melton, I can see a reflection of your monitor in the thing. Yeah, for 2 weeks. Nothing gets by you.
And we'll go down.
Literally, people have commented about it for 2 weeks. You're like, I've just discovered something. Fuck. Aaron's like an alien describing human things. Yeah, we've said that many times before, but that really is what it's like.
We'll do a members only show. But shit, man, I could get used to twice a weekend golfing.
Yeah, but you won't. You can't. You can't afford it, and B, you have children. This was your weekend with your kids, and you dropped them off and were golfing by Saturday at 1 p.m.? What? What in the fuck?
Oh, my God. I mean, next Saturday's out, unless I go really early in the morning because...
And then now we have to sit with him while he plans next weekend's golf. This is the give back show for members. And next Saturday, maybe I'll go 2 times. No, I can't because I have pesky kids. But maybe if I get rid of them or have them go to the... Whew.
Oh, no, I have the kids, obviously. I have the kids all weekend.
Look at the shaking. So now he's mad. He's like, I can get used to golfing every weekend. I might do that next weekend. Oh, wait, I have the kids. Fuck, I have the kids all weekend. He hates that. Watch him shake. You want to see a grown man shake at the thought of having to take care of the burdens he shot out of his penis?
Saturday's out, unless I go really early in the morning because... Oh, no, I have the kids, obviously. I have the kids all weekend.
Look at
They're
that
going to hang out
arm.
at the lake during the anniversary show. I'm going to go back to the lake.
We're going to hang out. Look at that. Look at that distended jaw. Again, he's so uncomfortable with his family, his kids, his relationships. He keeps, this idea of the lake and the family. He knows he doesn't belong there. He knows no one wants him there. He knows they've reluctantly accepted him back. Pathetic. I mean, imagine doing that. I'm going to golf twice next weekend. Oh, wait, I have the kids, and I'm going to the lake. And it's our anniversary show, and we're going to hang out at the lake at the anniversary show. What?
Obviously. I have the kids all weekend.
Look at his arm shake. I've never, and we're on double speed, so I'm gonna have to turn this down to normal, just so you can watch his arm. Watch this.
Saturday's out, unless I go really early in the morning because... Oh, no, I have the kids.
Bounce,
obviously.
bounce, bounce. Look at
I have the kids all weekend. They're going to hang out at the lake during the anniversary show. I'm going to go back to the lake after the anniversary show's over. By the way, anniversary show sold the fuck out, boys and girls. Sold out. Call it, stamp it, it's over.
Whoa. Now, still come down. We still might have room to get you in. We don't know, but... It's sold out, so don't even try unless you want to. Then come on down. We probably will let you in and not be checking tickets.
It is a sellout. The anniversary show has sold out again.
Fuck. Ugh. What are we going to do, guys? We failed. I told you we were supposed to stop it at all costs.
for probably the 10th year in a row.
We don't keep those kinds of stats. Guys, the anniversary show sold out for probably for the 10th year in a row. I don't know who would know that. Anybody who would know whether we sold out 10 anniversary shows? Rusty? Slam Piece? April? Gordy? I wonder who would know if we sold out every one. Who would be the archivist of that sort of generational information? If only there were a place we could find out if we'd sold out 10. But you know what? I'll just say we sold out 10. We don't know. When do we ever have to start proving stuff here at the toe?
We sold the damn thing out. But
Beloved Chatter just said you can buy tickets right now online. Now, again, Beloved Chatter is a fucking liar and has lied to me about a dozen things. And by the way, continues to lie. Continues to lie. I got a big problem with BC. So take everything he says with a grain of salt until I tell you otherwise. This guy's a liar and an instigator. He causes trouble. He causes trouble.
God, just a blast. Just a really fun weekend.
We believe you. Now what?
Just a really fun weekend.
We believe you. What, with the fireball and the Gordy? We believe you. Now what?
I could get some fucking Quim.
Now, what does that mean? What does that mean? Is that pussy? If I could get some Quim? K-W-I-M. K-W-I-M. No, hey, beloved, I can't say the lie. You know what I want. You know what I want. And then you said you do it. You know the lie. You know it. No one else needs to hear it. You know. You want to play dumb? You want to play dumb? You sure about that? You sure about that?
Really fun weekend. I could get some fucking Quim.
What is Quim? I had a really fun weekend if I could just get a little Quim. If I could just get some of that Quim. What is Quim? I gotta know. Somebody tell me, what's Quim?
I could get some fucking Quim. Be the icing on the cake. But dude, fucking golf is fun. If you
Somebody please, I'm not even kidding. Quim is pussy. Quick trim. Quim equals poon. I've never heard Quim in my life. Quim. I've never heard that. I just Googled it. A vulgar slang term meaning vagina, vulva, or woman as a sexual object or a contemptible person. While the term is mostly antiquated, it's still very offensive to refer to a person, especially a woman, using quim. I've never heard of quim. Quim. Anonymous, so you don't let your dog lick your lips. That's not canine love. You're a crumb Melton. My dog doesn't lick lips. I mean, my dog doesn't do that. She's a very sophisticated, refined doodle.
Manti Melt, your bald spot is visible in reflection.
Through the hat?
By the way, anybody have remedies for a persistent itch? Extending my jaw and twisting my fingers gives some relief, but only temporarily. They say it's caused by stress, but that can't be it. Look at my life. I drink, I golf, I go to the fair. Everything's a win for the toe.
Can we make a He's Quim t-shirt? He's Quim.
Aaron Imholte is a lame ass bitch. He's a bad broadcaster, a bad father, a bad pet owner, and he was a bad husband. He can take his what I did this weekend list and shove it up his ass. Fuck steel toe.
Now, how's his beg sesh?
Minute to go. We got to at least get inside of 50 to buy us a little more time. If you got 10, 15, 20, if you can throw in, we need everybody to
they got
chip
100
in
to go
to keep this show on the air. We are fucked for today, guys. We're missing a lot more often. It does worry me a little bit. But ultimately, I hope we'll be okay. Lab Glass says, I'm sponsoring one Coper. Thank you for the $10.
All right, thank you.
$95 away. And it looks like failure today. We $95 away from getting fucked.
Somebody will
20
do
seconds
it.
To go.
I'm not even worried about it. PayPal.
Well, shit. If you're here to watch us fail, you succeeded today. 20 seconds left.
PayPal.
Let's go ahead and count it down. 15,
PayPal.
14, 13, 12, 11,
What's
10,
he counting for?
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
You're gonna like the way you look.
We're going to have to figure something out eventually because we're missing more often, that's for sure. The streaks are getting smaller and smaller.
The streaks.
We're going to have to make
well, you do the laundry.
Some kind of adjustments, I think. I
Yeah,
don't know because like I said, we set our goals and it's set at like fucking bare nuts.
Why don't you have the cart girl come
Gave
by?
you guys $100 off the last 3 shows last week because we had a good July, but August is off to a shit start. That's for sure.
Bye.
All right. Trucker 18 Wheeler with $5 says, "Come on, Pores. Got to make sure I at least
Hold on, you already counted down.
get everybody's in
It's
there." So
over.
we
You
ended
already-
up 90 short. I'll keep track of that for the evening show tonight. Coming up 90 short, not the end of the world, but obviously not something we want to do. Certainly not something we can make. Well, thanks, guys. We appreciate it. Day One Salt says everybody is in panic, homie. Better luck next time. Hey, shit happens. You win some.
This is
you
his
lose
new
some.
strategy.
We're losing a little more.
By the way, he just stays on for an extra 5 minutes. Somebody will send it in. Watch.
Here, we'll see you at 2:00 when you do your show. Just kidding, LLC.
Yes, sir.
Do
Twitch,
it on
YouTube, Rumble, all that.
King Kong Dong says, "Do it on credit. We can get 90 and 30."
Well, I can't.
Whoa.
Okay.
Stuff.
Why don't you take off? Maybe I'll do the rest of it here. We'll send Johnny away. There we go. And,
look at this.
Again, Just Kidding LLC on Rumble and all that. Johnny's going to go do his thing.
Oh, he's
I don't
doing
have anything
90.
else to do
He'll
right
count
now.
this
Like, I
as
have
a
to go pick
streak.
up the kids in an hour. I mean, if you guys can get us 90 in a half hour.
What if they can't?
I get it. Times are tougher now. I understand. So maybe we.
You guys are so poor because times are tough.
Maybe we change up the rules a little
Holy
bit.
shit.
Here's the deal. All right, if by
Holy
10:15
shit.
it started to move a little bit, and we've got a little
going great.
got a little traction.
Yeah.
We do need to make the money.
I tell
We do
you
need
what,
to knock out our goal.
If
in
by
order to keep this thing
8:15
on
we
the
can
air
be down to
full-time,
45,
long-time.
and
So,
then by
you know what?
8:20 we
Maybe
can
we'll
be
just
at
do the fucking overtime.
35.
I mean, sure, it's just kind of people are going to write in.
At
they're gonna go over their
8:25
Reddits
we'll
and
be
stuff,
at
like, Aaron's a fucking
20,
failure and he still does the
and then if
overtime
we can
anyway.
just
It's fucking
wrap it
pathetic.
up.
It is pathetic, dude. But I want to keep doing this show. We're on the cusp of some big stuff.
You're not.
We've got some things we're talking about with other people, and I really just want to survive until we get to that. I understand that doing this has, there's a time limit on this. This will fail eventually. This can't be held up, But if we can just keep this until we get to that bridge, just keep knocking out goals until we get to that bridge.
I gotta know what this bridge is. This getting back on the radio. He said his timeout from radio. He's like, we gotta get back.
70, I think 75. Spring Esselgroth with $10 says just because. That would be nice if everybody just gave us $5-10 once in a while just because.
Holy shit!
I mean, I feel like we do a really good fucking show, and it's
You
different than everyone
don't.
else's. $75 away. Okay, so 75. is the number we're
I
at.
blow
at
my
the
brains
moment.
out.
This is the ugly, shitty, awful part that everyone complains about and talks about what failures we
We've
are.
gotten almost $500 in gifted
the
memberships
begging and
today.
whatnot.
Almost 500. I haven't thought about it. He's over there panicking like, we've got to change something up. This company can't survive. We've got to figure something out. Just do a shit. Just yell and be funny. I don't think about money.
Harder and just goals weren't coming in. I think just doing the show solo would probably be the last. I used to tell April, I go, you understand A, B, C, and D would have to go wrong before I fired everybody.
We're there.
And I think so far we're at B or C.
Woo!
I think.
How has April left? You have $50,000 extra to play with, and you're at a point where you're thinking about firing co-hosts and doing a show alone. You told us you did so well. That you knocked the hundreds off the goal. Now you're like, fuck, things are getting bad.
Tigger next door with $30 says, thank you for the you know what. However, I asked for a Japanese and you sent a Chinese. There's a difference, you know. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I sent you hookers just so I can make a joke about Japanese and Chinese people being the same. I fucking refuse. I know what you're trying to do. But thank you for the super chat, and we are 55 away for today. Citizen M says, don't use Patreon. If you go the paywall route, stick with YouTube. You're right about that. For sure. Chevy fan says, my dealership needs a detailer, Aaron. Dinosaur Fuel says, how much for an ad reading every day? Email me. I'll get you the papers for that.
I'll get you our rate card. Don't worry. April kept it up to date. I'll get you our current rate card, and we'd love to have you on board as an advertiser with the toe.
Aaron Imholte Radio at gmail.com.
Aaron Imholte Radio at gmail.com.
Okay.
Hold on, you just say he's going to take a bridge loan? What did
All
he say?
right, 55 away. Knock it out during overtime, and let's call it another win for the toe and extend the streak to 5. A California dad just won the custody.
What's the point of the countdown? If you count down and don't make the countdown, that's a lose. Then why do you extend the streak to do the?
For God's sake, Melton, stop hinting and sniffing around. You will never get invited to the anniversary show.
Come on.
You don't even know what Quim is. I'm embarrassed for you.
Sorry, I never heard that one. I've heard it. Trim. Never heard Quim.
For some reason, I do everything the hard way or the wrong way. I'm remarkably bad at this. I gave out all the good Rekieta shit right off the bat and saved all the trans and COVID news for overtime. I don't know what I'm doing.
No shit, dummy.
I do not understand how. Oh, that was John's neglected cat. I don't want people to think I'm hiding things that I Google. God, so many tabs open from last week. Crazy Joe. Where's the thing? Okay, here it is. Yeah, I don't really even know what to say. As far as what the future holds. I can't fathom what a woman is like who's by his side right now, and what the only way I guess there could be a woman. What does she not know? But she seems to be on Reddit and watching the shows and stuff. But I can't fathom what a woman watching this show and with Aaron Imholte sexually and romantically or whatever, what do you get out of it? Is he such a funny guy that he's worth all of his flaws? Is he so talented that you can overlook a lot to be with him? Is he such an attentive, caring lover or provider that you can set aside physical abuse, psychological abuse, poor parenting, lack of empathy to animal. You know, like I don't like. What's attractive about him? What makes women go like I can't help it. I gotta be with him. I need like he's just there's something about him.
Golf, give it a shot. You're never too old to learn. I just got this is what, my third or fourth year back, I think. My third or fourth year coming back because I taught April how to golf.
Ooh.
And I'm guaranteeing she's not golfing this year.
As if she cares. This idiot in his head, he's like, I taught April how to golf. I bet she doesn't golf now. Yeah. Another win for the town. She doesn't. You're the only. You don't golf. I hate to let you know on this little secret. You're not a golfer. You're not a barbecue man. You're not a lake guy. You're not a dad. You're not a stogie guy. You're not a dog owner. You're none of these things. You're trying on skin suits. You're basically like a test driving personalities. It's pathetic. You can't out of one side of your mouth. You're like, yeah. Whenever I smoke meats, I make my own rubs, and then you think a rub is tossing chicken around in a giant Tupperware bin. That's shake and bake, bitch. That's shake and bake. You don't know what you're doing. You're not a good. It's the reason you run back to us to tell us that Charlotte cut her lip on barbecue. You run back to us to give us a tip to dip it in mashed potatoes. You run back to us to let us know that your dog lifts its head and looks at you when you say his name. It's like, yeah, tell me you've never been around your dog without telling me. Guys, did you know if you say your dog's name, they look up and they're like, huh, you talking to me? Yeah, we did all know that. Guys, did you know that, like, your kids, like, you got to put them to bed? It's crazy. They get cranky and want to be bathed and stuff.
That would require Kayla and Nick to leave the house and have a hobby other than getting shitty tattoos.
His, like, constant chewing and playing with this Sharpie is such a little nervous habit. Get him a little fidget spinner. He's nervous. He knows that there's a lot happening this month. There's court stuff happening. There's some charges pending on him that haven't hit his doorstep yet. He knows it's coming. And by the way, when all this goes away, when he stops hiding behind, he keeps doing this thing like, April and Nick are trying to distract you from their charges. No one can distract us from their charges because they're charges. They're on the books. There's a court date. They have to face it. I think it's next week, no? Or this week, maybe. I don't even know. What's Rekieta's court date? And when this is all done and all the dust settles and you don't have their charges to hide behind anymore, because, again, one person is hiding behind their charges, but it's you. One person is deflecting, and it's you. What about your charges? What about your crimes? What about the stuff that hasn't even been brought to light yet? Can you imagine if we do end up in some sort of discovery phase for this physical abuse? Whew. It's never what Aaron wants you to think it is. Oh, yeah, now she's resentful. Now she's alleging physical abuse. Of course. No. 2 years ago. Stop distracting. And by the way, it's 2 years ago when the charges came out, he's like, guys, this was 2 years ago. And now he's pivoted to, yeah, of course she's saying I did that now that her life's in turmoil and she's angry. It's like, no, she said this years ago. Which one is it?
So I don't think. By the way, speaking of those three, we've got some court documents tomorrow. I've got to strike a balance. Like, people like Citizen M love that shit and they want to hear me talk about it. I know a lot of our radio regulars.
Radio regulars. He hasn't broadcasted on the radio in over 5 years. Where are the radio regulars? Can you even call them that? How are they regulars if you're not on the radio?
They don't want to hear about it. I got to strike a balance, guys. Those court documents that somebody leaked yesterday are fucking fantastic.
So are yours. Why can't we go over those? Again, you've gone over every set of court documents this guy released except yours. If you didn't hit April, why can't we go over it and laugh at it and you tell us what happened? But no, it was don't show those, shut it down. Anyone who mentions it, we know that's not real, so they're banned. Right? Right? Have you ever made Crunchman a money offer to turn? Would Aaron take the high road with a cripple? I say no. No, look, this is like Chad Zumach win by 2 behavior. This is their move. Dude, we should get April on our show. Dude, we should offer Chad a co-host spot. Dude, we should make Pat Dixon we should get Liam over here to do to stick it to. That's other shows. Shit.
All right, I can't stay silent. I am Slam Peace. You just don't understand how charming a man Aaron is. He had me at a box of Popeye's fried chicken.
What if Aaron was fucking Mama? Mama? Mama! No, I just like, you know what I mean? Like, every fucking loser and the idiot, every fucking loser on the internet thought it was... Dude, we should offer Corey Adam a sidekick spot. You should. You should. Good idea. Good idea. First of all, none of those shows can afford to pay a co-host. And second of all, again, they're so dumb. They're like, dude, we should get Corey Adam. It's like, you should? Corey Adam shouldn't have been on Steel Toe, but you want him? Okay.
Manatee, you grew up in Winter Haven and never got wet, yet you bashed movie for his sheltered existence. Glass houses and bricks much? You okay?
I did not grow up in Winter Haven. That is not true.
They're great.
That's where
I'm really looking.
That's where that water ski park is. Cypress Gardens. The water ski amusement park. I can't believe it closed. We looked it up last week. I can't believe it. Nobody wants to go pay to see flowers? Come on. Island in the sky.
And forward to talking about those. Kevin Brennan gave us some advice. I didn't hate Kevin Brennan's advice for the show. I hate it for you guys. I don't.
Okay, listen to this. By the way, this is like Pod Awful and every other Dr. Steve, every other fucking idiot. Sorry, Dr. Steve, I love you. Every other idiot that comes along and they think they have like, dude, you know what? Why hasn't anybody told him he doesn't have to do the goal? He could just set up a Patreon. He could just like do a members only thing. He could just do like a exclusive club. He could just like have, oh man. Thank God you came along and told him that. Everybody was so dumb. We didn't know what to tell him, Pod Awful, but thank God Pod Awful sat him down and said, you know what you should do? You like have a premium sign up for like membership. Oh, thank God. Dr. Steve came along and was like going to talk to Chad and work with him. Like, no, I think he has a lot of potential. Nobody's ever just like tried to talk to him and like shown him what he can do. Good one, Dr. Steve. You're going to save him. Yeah, he's got a lot of ideas and potential. He just can't get it going. Therapist said this too. The therapist. Meanwhile, this guy doesn't have a fucking original idea in his body. Doesn't have a fucking clue. And again, who are these guys that come out of nowhere with the same thing that's been, oh, fuck, man. He never thought about a Patreon. That's great. That's great, Jesse. No one's ever told him that. No one's ever told him stop doing the goal and just do your show. No one's ever told him you should have a premium thing that has premium tiered content. Nah, man. Fuck. That's why you make the big bucks. It's like, what? The model that every podcaster does? You think that's a secret you're gonna reveal? I've got an idea, Moopy. Okay, and then I guess KB did it to him too. Like, you know what he should do? Set up a Patreon. And by the way, Aaron does this every time someone suggests it. Aaron acts like he's never heard this before. That's an interesting idea. Maybe we'll do that. And then nothing will happen. I've watched this movie 7 times with a bunch of fucking loser idiots who think they're coming up with it for the first time to help. Now it's Kevin Brennan. Again, tell me you're out of it without telling me you're out of it. You're going to have a conversation with Mubi about how he shouldn't do the goal and other ideas for monetization. You're dumb. You're dumb. Again, no one recognizes patterns. I've watched 90 guys tell him about what he should do with his show. I've watched him tell those guys, that's a good idea. We'll look into that. That's a great idea. We're going to do that. And then him ignore it. So are you ready to watch it again? Because again, Jesse from Pod Awful just did this. He's already heard this idea, but he's already forgotten it. And now KB's going to tell him the idea, and he's going to go, that's interesting. We should do that.
I don't hate it for me. I hate it for you guys. It's a way to bring the goal down, but I think it's also a way to really piss some people off. And I don't want to piss anybody off. He said, don't save your live streams. Record them and put them up on Patreon and make people subscribe to Patreon.
How would you put them up on Patreon if you didn't save them?
And put the episodes up there. Not the worst idea in the world.
Okay, so the idea is to take your shows down like Kevin Brennan and just put them up on Patreon. Don't leave your shows up on YouTube at all. And then Aaron goes, I never thought. Again, imagine I've never thought about that. I never thought about that.
Because if we got like 500 people to sub to that Patreon,
you'd be a different show. I mean, I didn't know wishes and dreams were involved in this fantasy. Guys, I just thought about a way for Nobody Likes Onions on how you guys, I would just give away everything for free forever. We'd never have an overdose or anything else ever again. We won't need to sell merch. We won't need to do super tips. I just thought about this, guys. What if we found a barrel of money in the ocean and it had enough in there to sustain me and the show for the rest of my life? It's an interesting idea. I've thought about it. I don't know. Maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe I'll find a treasure chest at the end of a rainbow and hire a bunch of leprechauns to help out behind the scenes. It's an interesting idea. Thought about it. He's like, that might as well be what he's saying if he's like, all we have to do is get 500 Patreons. Okay, go on. Tell me about 500 Patreons. By the way, he's had a Patreon for years. This isn't a new idea. He has a Patreon. There's 7 people on it. Guys, all we have to do to cut the goal out is for me to win the Powerball. Pod Awful had an interesting idea. He said I should just win the Powerball and then I wouldn't need to do the goal. Oh, I thought about it.
Because if we got 500 people to
if what world are you in? Again, I know your numbers. I know you live in a fantasy world where you have no clue what your numbers are. 500 Patreon.
Sub to that Patreon, we could cut every goal. If we did $10 a month and 500 people joined it, I believe we could cut 200 off of every goal. So he tells you that they have 1,000 YouTube subscribers. Aren't those $10 a month? Aren't those $5 a month? Where's that money go? By the way, none of that goes to the goal. He's happy to tell you all the time they have 1,000 subscribers. None of that money goes to the goal anymore. It used to. He used to say it does, and he had some complicated movie math shit for that. None of those memberships get counted towards the goal anymore. And now he's saying, if we had 500 Patreon members, we could get rid of 2/3 of the goal? You said when April left 150 from the morning, 50 from the night. That just isn't going to happen now. He's admitted it. It's 350 today. He took 300 off last week. You're welcome. It was a good month, even though they're in trouble now again. If he got
$5,000 a month from Patreon, he'd take away 200 of the goal. You'd only have to do 150 every morning. Ooh. Yeah, Crunchman for one show to spill the beans. Don't worry, Melton. You heeb, we get it. You're cheap. What? Yeah, Crunchman for one show spill the beans. Yeah, Crunchman for one show spill the beans. I don't understand. Yeah, Crunchman for one show to spill the beans. Yeah, Crunchman.
Would mean it would be $150 in the morning and $50 at night, or like $150 in the morning and $100 at night, something like that.
His whole idea to get rid of the goal is to lower the goal. He doesn't. The problem is the goal. No other show does this. No other show does this. He's like, guys, this isn't sustainable. We're going to have to do something about the goal. And then you're like, okay, we're listening. He's like, yeah, we got to get like another goal that's like 500 Patreons. And if you guys hit that goal, then I'll lower this goal. It's like, hold on, I thought you were getting rid of goals. He's like, no, we'll just set up a different goal that lowers the other goal. And then we'll have two goals, but one of the goals won't be so much because the other goal is new and extreme. What? Did we just stumble upon the best show idea ever? Did we just stumble upon the best show idea ever?
You can call me Nannerpuss, Nannerpuss.
That's basically like no goal.
Track this. We have a problem. We have a goal. It's $350. I have to make it every day. If we could just set up another goal of 500 Patreons, and as long as we can like sustain that, we'll bring this goal down to 150 a day. And between this goal and that goal, it's like having no goals. It's the same. There's lowering a goal is like having no goal. If you're still on board with this guy, you're a fucking idiot. Now, look, I get supporting a guy and trolling a guy and not wanting him to go away. I don't want him to go away. If you're still believing, it's like Chad at this point. It's like, I appreciate everyone over there fucking with Chad and trolling Chad. I really do. It's great. It makes Chad confident, which makes Chad 10x funnier. And God bless those of you willing to sacrifice anywhere from $2 to $25 to make Chad scream with joy when he gets a tip. Now, if you believe Chad, if you're like on board with things Chad thinks and says, you're dumb. You're dumb. Same as Mooby. Like, is anyone buying any of this math anymore? Is anyone buying these excuses that if he sets up a different goal and lowers this goal, it'll be like having no goal? Like, is anyone buying any of this mumble-mouthed nonsense anymore? It just, like, anyone with logic who can track things, this makes no sense.
50 in the morning and $50 at night, or like 150 in the morning and 100 at night, something like that.
Something.
That's basically like no goal.
It's basically like no goal.
It's not a terrible. I didn't hate the idea.
I didn't hate the idea of setting up two things to constantly harass people around. Guys, we do have $94 left today, and we do still need 90 more Patreons. Come on. If you want the guys, we have a flex goal today. It's $294. We also need 90 Patreons. You can play this. This reminds me of like mileage on airlines. It's like, oh, you can either, how do you get platinum status? Oh, you can either fly 25,000 miles and spend 3,000 PQDs. That's, point qualifying dollars, or you can spend 10,000 point qualifying dollars and you don't need any miles. So that's where he's headed to today. He's like, well, the goal's $294, but if we can get 90 more Patreons, the goal comes down to 94. So it's really up to you how you want to support the show. Memberships, donations, PayPal, Spring Labs. What is it?
Out of hand. But then you got to have, I don't know.
Listen to him trying to figure out. We've called this before. This show is fucking gone. This show doesn't exist. It's a shell of what it was. This show is about meeting the goal. We need money, number one. Number two, what the haters are saying isn't true. Number three, here's what we're thinking about doing with the show. What do you guys think about the show? And where should we go with the show? And number four, oh, God, I can't wait till the show's over. I'm going to the lake this weekend. That's the show. That's the show. The show is like, how do I get more money without doing so much show? And boy, when I'm not doing the show, I'm really living. That's the whole show. That's the whole show. When I'm not doing a show, the show's going great. I really love the show. Look, I don't live for the show. We got to figure out how to get the show more money. Maybe if we start, what?
Then you got to have like, then you got to get to that 500 mark. And
Yeah. Anything you say, just like you have to get to the 350 mark every day here. And we all know how fucking impossible that is for you. So yeah, maybe that is the wrinkle in your pipe dream. Maybe that's the wrinkle in your fucking pipe dream. Yeah, I thought about it. You know what? Kevin makes a great point. If we just had 500 Patreon members, we'd be making so much money. Yeah, but then I thought about it, and you got to get to 500 Patreon members. How would we ever do that? Right. Hello, McFly. What a fucking idiot. You know what? Kevin said we just need 500 Patreon members, and then we could drop the goal. Pretty good idea. I was thinking about that. Yeah, then we got to get to 500 Patreon members. Right. Go on. I don't know. I was thinking I'll just climb a rainbow to the sky. I don't know. But then you got to figure out how to climb a rainbow. I don't know. Might not be worth it.
it's not a terrible. I didn't hate the idea.
He still missed by 25 in overtime. Oh, no.
I don't like the look of it.
Out of hand. But then you got to have. I don't know. Then you got to have, like.
Fans? Then you got to look at yourself in the mirror and realize you don't have 500 people who want to support you? Huh? Which one is it?
Then you got to get to that 500 mark.
You got to get there. You got to.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'll keep thinking about it. Anniversary show. Very excited for it. Like I said, sold out. We got Whiskey Pete. We got Oz.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. We got rid of all those people that don't draw, like Gino and Kiki. We got Whiskey Pete. Again, no one knows who Whiskey Pete is. We've never heard of that guy until 2 weeks ago. We got Oz. We got Whiskey Pete. All your favorites. All the people that I don't have on anymore because they were the first ones I cut because they were the dead weight. They're all coming back.
We've got Matt. We've got Johnny.
We know. Matt, Johnny, Oz, Whistling Pete, Slam Piece. We know. The best. What about all three radio stations coming out for the remote? What did they say? It was only going to be $1,200. Remember? Oh, wait, you didn't even call, did you? Did we just? Nah.
We've got every OG.
Except.
But Corey and Adrian.
Oh, the two you were going to get back. So Adrian didn't buy all your shit? Corey didn't buy all your shit?
That's it. I mean, and then we got the Aristococks coming. We've got another performer on their way. 1, 2, 3.
He's got some secret performer he won't say. We've got the Aristococks. We've got a secret performer on the way. Now, could this be Chad? Could the secret performer coming be Chad? Chad's a big enough loser to do it. I'd believe it. Who else? Who else could it be? Stevie Lou? Anonymous, have Johnny on for one show to tell everything he knows. Nobody said co-host. No, I didn't. You just wrote. The thing you said before was, have you ever. Your thing before, it's already disappeared. I don't know. You're saying I don't need, but that's again. This is like what loser shows like Chad and Win by Two do. They like think they are the minute somebody gets cut free, they're like, we got to get that guy on. I'm not that guy. Like Johnny Crunchman's a loser. Like I don't want Johnny Crunchman. We'll hear everything he has to say one way or another. He'll do it on his show for 30 viewers, just like Kiki, thinking like this is what's gonna put me over the top. Texas Long Dog, thanks for being a new member. MAGA Ray DeVito, I ordered a shirt. Can I get a free hat? Yes, it's already been sent. Everybody orders a shirt gets a hat today for free. NobodyLikesOnions.com/store. Also, there is no free hat. That offer is a lie. Right now at the store, though. Check it out.
3, 4, 5, 6. I think we got like 7 people performing. That show is going to be a shit show.
Remember when Hackamania was shit? You were going to teach me how to run an event. You were going to live stream it. You were going to teach me how to run an event. Remember? Again, I cannot wait for the video and the photos to leak from this shit box. Oh, yeah. Stoney's, the house bar.
I know a lot of people come for the bags and the party and everything else, but...
The bags? I know a lot of people come for the bags.
That show's going to be...
What does that mean? Can someone help me with that one? A lot of people come for the bags? What does that mean?
Fun, man. It's going to be different. Like, I know every year we do a comedy show. Not everybody's into stand-up comedy.
No, you can't do it or get anyone out to do it. What the fuck dream are you on? You were going to throw a big comedy show and roast for yourself, and then all your friends left you. We're not dumb. We're not dumb. You don't have anyone left. The cope of it. Look at him sticking his neck out. The cope. The cope. You know what? Turns out people don't like stand-up. What? It's so pathetic. You were throwing a roast of yourself and all your real friends in between when you launched it 3 months ago, and now every one of your friends has left you. You don't have any friends left. You don't have any friends left. There's no one to come do stand-up. Johnny Crutches is the only stand-up on your lineup. And again, he's not a stand-up. He's a DJ. He's got interstitial jokes between songs. He's a stand-up comedian like a poker dealer. He's got his quips. He's got his act. But he does need that table to change every 30 minutes so he can reuse the jokes. He does need a push. So this idea that like the reason you're not doing a show anymore is because people weren't into it. How's that work? Everybody who bought a ticket to the stand-up show wrote you and go, look, Aaron, I'm coming out and I bought a ticket to the stand-up show, but I'm not into stand-up, man. If you could change this somehow, that'd be great. And now you're like, we did sell it out, which is a great win for the toe. We sold out my roast stand-up show, but I don't know, man. People aren't into stand-up. No, you're not into friends. You're not into having anyone around you who can say anything good about you. So the idea that he was going to have Johnny go up and do 30 and he was going to go up and do 30, which is what he said last week, is insane. And Johnny was like, less? We can do less. Like, right. Johnny's going to go up and do 30 and then Aaron's going to go up and do 30? Someone film this. Someone fucking film this. Because that's what you changed it from a roast to a stand-up show. You said the Aristococks were coming, and it was 5 guys who were hilarious, and they've got something really big planned. Okay. You didn't read the whole super tip. You said nobody said co-host, even though I didn't say anything about that either. You're arguing with nobody. And you said I'm money hungry, and I acted like I didn't understand to get another 10 out of you. No, I didn't. Dude, you're the worst typer ever. You talk insane broken English. No one is scared of you. You wrong nerd. No one is scared of you. You type broken English. You're fucking gay. You try to save money because you're cheap, and then you pick the $3 chat, and then you have to type like T9 text style in code to me. You also can't spell very well. So like, yeah, believe it or not, I had trouble. Nobody's grifting you. You fucking poor.
Everyone who buys a ticket to the anniversary show will get a gift bag full of huge stickers and Stoney's gift cards.
Imagine that. He hands you a $50 Stoney's gift card for buying a ticket to the show, and Stoney's just makes nothing all night long.
Which is weird, but whatever. But just having everybody back in the trip down memory lane and maybe taking some audience questions and telling some stories and bullshitting. And then the Aristocots, like Roots doing whatever Roots is going to do.
Who? Again, we're all supposed to know who Hobo Chili Recipe and Roots Calhoun are. Me as an audience member, I'm supposed to go like, dude, I don't know what Roots Calhoun's gonna do, but I gotta be there. Roots Calhoun? Tell me you're alone and have no friends and family without telling me. Tell him I'm not kidding. Actually, you have no fucking friends in your life. When your lineup went from your best friend Gino Bisconte to Roots Calhoun, it's like, oh boy. And then he's gonna try to convince you this is all better. We've actually made it better. We went from Gino to Roots Calhoun.
Hobo doing whatever Hobo's going to.
Hobo's gonna do stuff. Dude, several guys who have given me $30 this month are going to be up on stage doing stuff. Several guys.
I think those guys want to co-host the show on Thursday and Friday, which would be fine with me. It's good. I mean, anniversary week's going to be a lot of fun. Oh, and by the way, you guys want to throw in any anniversary gifts this week during the show? Not against it.
Guys, we're cutting the goal down. I know the goal's like too much for people. That's why we're working on cutting it down. We're gonna make it less. We're gonna really get in there and try to trim it away. I know that times are tough. We're trying to knock it back for people, but if you'd like to throw in a little extra this week, we can get it going.
There are 13.28 miles from Lakeland to Winter Haven in east direction and 16 miles, 25.75 kilometers, by car following the US 92 route. And tell me, baby boy, why you never got wet.
I don't know what any of that means either. Again, I don't know what you're talking about. You're obsessed with me, and I don't know what you're talking about. What am I supposed to say to that? Maga Ray DeVito, you're money hungry, charging for hats. Yeah. He's going to give out free hats. Remember, he said when his new show launches, they're going to be we're going to be giving out so many free hats. Chicken, everything. Aaron's special guest is Corey Feldman. Ugh. Please no.
Yeah, it's going to be...
Since Melton is cheap and stingy, anyone who wants free hats can sign up for my top-tier membership. Free hats for life. Quim, bo, quim, banana, nana, full fem, me, mamo, quim.
I love my steel toe hats.
Also, like, I love guys who talk like that. Like, dude, I just need some pussy, man. Like, I had a good weekend. Good cigars. Shots with the cart girl. 2 rounds of golf. Play with my kids. Yeah, but the kids are gone home now, and daddy needs some pussy. Daddy needs some pussy. Just imagine being 40 and on a show going like, now if I could just get a little pussy. Now if I could just get but like he's not even in a funny joking. So great weekend, super fun weekend. If I could just get a little bit of quim, you know what I'm saying? If I could just get a little bit of that.
Stuff will be really interesting. I hope Johnny likes it. I hope Johnny's into it. Apparently, the Reketas brought April to their CPS court case.
Oh, no.
As a support. And it's like, dude, you're trying to get your kids back, and you're trying to show that you're like a stable family unit, and you bring your fucking sister wife with you? Dude, what the...
He's so dumb because he thinks like No one watches your show. No one's up in the drama. And by the way, he's allowed to have a sister wife or side piece or slam hoe or whatever you want to call your ex-wife. Let it go. We know you're hurt that he took her. We know you're hurt. This is what I mean. Like, imagine Slam P every day just lamenting not having April. Let it go. She gone. She gone. Let it go. It's so sad, dude. Dude, you brought your side piece into the court? Like, dude, not a good look when you're trying to get your kids back. It's like, it's not any kind of look. The judge doesn't care if he's fucking 3 women. He doesn't. He doesn't. You're so stupid. You act like the judge is going to go like, hold on, do you have 2 women in that house? Are you banging 2 women? You can't have your kids back. Let it go. Let it go. This doesn't concern you at all, and it also has no bearing on him getting his kids back. It's not a good look to be in a tattoo parlor with your side piece. It isn't. It isn't. Let me tell you what's not a good look. The Steel Toe Morning Show. The Steel Toe Morning Show is not a good look. MAGA Ray DeVito wants a pre-2010 NLO hat. I actually do have some, but you couldn't afford it.
Fuck. Like, the last time you tried something like that, your pastor called the cops and said, this is fucked up and they're disrespecting my house of God. And then you got fucking arrested. Now, in fairness, this is before April.
So again, does he think that's a crime? The pastor called the cops and said, they're disrespecting my house of God. Do you think that's what happened? He thinks that's what happened. That's what the call was? Yeah, it's just the police. I got some people here disrespecting the house of God. Can you send a SWAT team?
Had felony charges on her. Then she got felony charges put back on her. So this was like in that in-between period. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. I kind of go back and forth with feeling bad for April and being like, fuck her. She made her fucking decision. You know, she had it all handed to her and she fucking fucked it up.
I thought you were done with the anger. I thought you were done. I thought you were letting this go. Why every day the rehashing of it? And we hear it. We hear how hurt you are. We hear how lost you are. We hear how broken you are. Again, like, it was his favorite toy and he can't get over it. He said he was done. He said he was over it. He said he was in a better place. Moving on, high road. Here he is back again admitting, I go back and forth with anger and fuck her. And like, fuck. It's like, oh, you mad?
But then again, I don't think she should be around kids anyway. Like, and I don't think she wanted to be around kids. I think I made more than her boyfriend did. So this was a better.
You think? We all told you this for years and you laughed at us. We told you all this for years and you laughed at us and said, what April and I have is remarkably special. You said that April 10th. What we have is worth fighting for. It's remarkable.
Life, so she went with that better life. I don't think April has the capacity to feel for other people. I don't think
April doesn't have the capacity to feel for other people. You married her. That was before I met April. Remember? She was remarkable.
I don't think April has the capacity to feel for other people unless they're doing something for her.
So again, when she was with you, it was because you were talented and awesome and handsome and a good fuck. But now, you're not so sure. It's almost like she just keeps cock hopping. Now, before, it was genuine love when we used to eat Subways in the hot car in the cold days, or the cool car on the hot days.
Then she can feel for them, but she can only feel for them as the person who's giving them something. If they're not actively giving them that thing, like, I yanked her out of that fucking shithole factory. I made her a part of Steel Toe. Never should have. She had no business. She wasn't qualified.
Whoa! I yanked her out. I made her a part of Steel Toe. I had no business doing that. She wasn't qualified. You told us she was one of the best broadcasters in the country. You told us she could have a solo show on FM radio, and it would be better than most shows out there. You told us that you two together were the most dynamic radio couple on the air, except for maybe somebody with more talent was Kumia. Maybe Kumia was on your level. The last show was titled Can April Fly Solo? And you kept telling us April was amazing on her own. April could really command a microphone in a show. Not that she was just a coked out, noodly, knob twisting bitch, but that she really had the chops. Remember? Remember? When shall we start and stop believing you? When shall we suspend and reanimate our disbelief? I need to know. I need to know because you talk out of so many sides of your ass. I have no idea what to believe.
Nobody got paid the amount she did to do a fucking podcast.
Hold on. Now it's a podcast? I thought it was a radio show.
And it wasn't like, oh my God, thank you. It was like she landed on third base and thought she hit a triple.
I thought she was thankful. Now she wasn't thankful at all.
And I know other people saw it. I know a lot of fans saw it. I didn't see it till it was too late. But now I can see from the outside looking in, and I can kind of plot each step of the way this thing is going to go. And I feel like in a weird way, I feel bad for Nick because he kind of feels like he's the ringleader in all this.
So again, here he is. He's trying his divide and conquer thing. He's tried for the past month to get April to step away from Nick. He realizes now that's not going to happen because of the they've been seen at the tattoo parlor, the DQ Grill and Chill, of course, dipping tendies and BBQ sauce, and Aaron's starting to realize that he can't make April leave him. I'm not kidding. I think in some weird way he would take her back. Like if April would just come home. If we could just wake up from this horrible dream and get back to our goal every goddamn day. Every goddamn day. But no, she had to leave.
No, bro. Now that, like, the whole thing, she was, like, in love. Like, he protected me from charges. Bitch, he got you fucking charged. Like, he got you charged. Like, the way he behaved made sure that those charges came back.
See, so this is like to make her turn against Nick, but he's also trying to get Nick to turn against April now. Like, dude, she's going to bury you. I almost feel bad for Nick. Like, she's going to turn. Nick doesn't see it coming. Oh, my God. It's like, this is all panic, by the way, because Nick has made it clear, and it's evident in the documents that he went over this morning, and I guess we'll watch Aaron go over them, because that'll be funnier. But basically, like, Aaron's got some shit coming. Aaron possibly has shit coming from 3 different vectors. Rekieta, April, and Ashley. So he's kind of shitting his pants a little bit here and trying to do damage control. But he also let it slip, Aaron, a couple times saying, like, I'm not worried, I can't be charged. And then he started talking. He said, I can't say too much. It makes me think that almost not only did he turn them in, but he's state's witness. Is he going to show up at court for the Rekieta's trial or arraignment or whatever the fuck it is? Is he going to be a witness? Does he know? He has said this a couple times. I know I can't be charged. I know I have no charges coming. The only way you know that, I mean, April probably thought she had no charges coming, and then they're back. The only way you can know, and he said it before too, and I know for a fact if she would cooperate, she wouldn't get charges. He said stuff like that a couple times. And again, the only way you could know that is if he's involved. And somebody said Aaron's credibility is null. I agree with that. I actually agree that he's look, if I'm the defense, he's just an unreliable witness. You can't throw it out. You got to throw it out. Nothing he said. He's not a reliable witness. The testimony doesn't hold water because he says everything to contradict everything. I just made you read a $1 super chat. Thank you for the support. Anonymous, I get it now. Typing is the only class you didn't get bullied in. You wear Carhartt to cope. When is your next pedicure? Yes. Maga Ray DeVito, our mutual love of hats is remarkably special. Pate. Nobody spells patty like that. Pate? There's a restaurant in Burbank called Patty's that's spelled like that. It's not good. It's not good. Skip it. Keep going down the road to Big Boy. Dermbag Dave, member for 10 months. FYI, Movie lives 10 miles from a leaky nuclear reactor. He's literally toxic. Is that true? He lives near a leaky nuke reactor. 20 gifted memberships from DK.
Oh, exactly.
Holy shit, that's 92 memberships today. That's more than a movie goal. For certain principled uncertainty. Speaking of certainty, how long will this renowned snitch last in jail? It's gonna be good. I don't think he'll go to jail. But I don't think he deserves jail. I think he deserves to twist in the wind in real life. I can't wait for his kids to get old enough to understand what he is. Imagine Charlotte. Imagine Emily. Imagine young ladies looking back on their dad talking about getting some quim.
And now when it comes to saving her own ass or like being thankful to him, she's going to save her own ass. So I kind of, like in a weird way, I feel bad for him because he doesn't know that he's going to get punked.
He doesn't know. Dude, Nick, from one friend to another, run. Get out of there. Take it from a guy who does 30-minute members shows. This is not going to end well.
The minute it becomes convenient. Almost got to go to prison at this point. Guy Sartell says, I'm cool with the court stuff. I hate the YouTube stuff. I don't care what Pepper J is doing from Butt Chug YouTube channel. Fair enough. Fair enough. PH Cheddar says, Shuli says he saw some documents that say Aaron has a court date. Yeah, oh God, we talked about that's old fucking news.
Oh God. Oh God. Now this is the same thing he did when the physical abuse accusations come up. Guys, we already talked about that. Moving on. Now, even though this is about the restraining order and not directly about his physical abuse of his wife, it is tangential because the physical abuse of April did come out in those documents. So this will get brushed over very quickly. Oh God, yeah. That we already talked about that. That's old. That's old stuff.
April and I were we were talking shit about somebody, and then that somebody made us stop.
So the somebody's Ashley Larue, his ex-wife, who got a harassment restraining order on both him and April. He's not allowed to mention her. This is why he can't even say her name right here. Now, he does it all the time. He violates this order all the time. I have about a dozen incidents of it myself, and the last one was Thursday. On Thursday, he violated this, coffee. Sorry, when I was reading this shit. Patty's coffee shop is in Toluca Lake, dummy. How bored are you? That's Burbank. I don't play the game. I don't do this. I don't do the little, no, I live in Valley Village. Do ya? You live in North Hollywood. I don't do it. Toluca Lake is something people made up so they, it's, you just get to say you live in a nicer place than you live. I mean, can we just say it's Studio City in Burbank? What are we doing? And by the way, honey, if you're that bored, we might have to ban Anonymous. I'm not your friend. I don't know you. Like, if you're looking for someone to have a conversation with, you've got to just, find a friend, man. You need to, find a guy to hang out with and, talk to. You're the kind of guy who likes to talk about what street things are on and what the weather is and stuff. You're a loser. You're a bored, lonely loser. You got to stop sending in this stuff to me. Winter Haven's 12 miles from Lakeland. It's yeah. I'm from Polk County. What's your point? Are we going to commiserate over the fact that you know how far apart towns are where I used to live? You're a loser. I'm not kidding. This is nonsense. What? You can Google? You're fucking gay, dude. What is it? What are you trying to say? Just say it. Yeah, Melton, Winter Haven is 12 miles from Lakeland. You okay, baby boy? First of all, the baby boy thing is my thing. And and what? You Googled how far apart two towns are? Are you okay? And what? What's the point? You acted like somebody went live into the show where they're Lakeland and Winter Haven aren't 12 miles away. They are. You okay, baby boy? I guess. You keep giving me $10 to say nonsense. It's not even tangentially related to the show. So I'm trying to I've got to figure out whether we start just ignoring any super chat by you or ban you from it or are you trying to say something? And if so, I encourage you to just pull the trigger on a $10 or a $15 tip instead of $93 tips in broken English and just say what you want to say. Just say what you want to say. And by the way, if it's the full name and birthday of my father, you've sent 3 times this morning, I'll ignore those. So I don't know what you're after, But we gotta I gotta stop interrupting my show with nonsense facts and trivia. I get it. You're into shiny trains and using a compass to calculate distances between two objects. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't even maybe that is how far apart those two cities are. And what's the goal? Again, behind the scenes, he keeps it I'm not putting him up, but just names and addresses and phone numbers of family members. It's and again, I'm not scared of it. If it's a threat, you need to fucking stop typing and go do something for me to even fucking do you understand? I get death threats every day, so I'm not it doesn't even fucking faze me. Godfrey wants to come kill me. Godfrey, I when I hear clicks outside my house, I'll get nervous. Everyone needs to I'm not. Block him. No, but the thing is, he keeps giving money, but I understand that you're trying to own me in some super significant way. I'd like you to just say it. I'd like you to just get it off your chest. What's wrong? Fuck. Does it bug you that I have a show? And then, by the way, off the show, he'll send me nice email. And he does use Super Tip, which leads me to believe he's a supportive fan. I don't know. Here's a different anonymous. I feel like anonymous Robbie Trenchney is finally getting revenge. Oh, it's Rob. This isn't old. All right, here we go.
So that's just a pain in the ass thing that I got to deal with. And I mean, it's just nothing's going to happen, but.
Okay, look, listen to this. This is about the court, about how he has to go to court for the restraining order for Ashley. Here we go.
We were talking shit about somebody, and then that somebody made us stop.
Okay, so Ashley Larue made him and April stop talking about her.
So that's just a pain in the ass thing that I got to deal with. And
so his court stuff is that's just a little. I just got to go. Yeah, I got to go down and do a little court. It's just a little.
I mean, it's just nothing's going to happen, but.
Nothing's going to happen. Again, imagine the judge getting a hold of this. Imagine the judge would, the state of Minnesota, who, by the way, is the plaintiff. I'm sure they would love hearing his flagrant attitude towards the consequences of breaking a restraining order. And by the way, over and over and over again. Listen to this.
It's just one of those deals, that person that we're not allowed to talk about, her and I are fantastic. We're really cool.
The person that I'm not allowed to talk about, we're fantastic. We are really cool. Chat check.
Got rid of the problem, so to speak.
We got rid of the problem. Again, the problem was April. No. Aaron is nothing without backup. Aaron Imholte by himself is the most insecure, shriveled up little shell of a man that you could find. I'm not kidding. This guy's got no charisma, no intelligence, no ability to be funny, and no confidence, most importantly, when he doesn't have someone by his side. You watch a show and you see Matt and Johnny and you go why are they there? They don't really talk. He has to have someone with him to co-sign his feelings. It don't even matter if they talk. He has to have someone with him because it gives credence to his bullshit. Kiki realized this very quickly when he started using her to trash April. He would just bring her on, put her next to him, and start talking shit about April. And it made her feel very awkward, and she had nothing to say. So she just kept quiet until eventually she was like, I don't agree. You're putting words in my mouth. It's what he does to everybody. It's why he has to have Slam Piece. She's literally been his rebound go-to 2 marriages in a row. It's why there is no gap between I got a divorce and I found someone amazing. I'm in this new amazing relationship. He has to have someone with him or he's got no value. And by the way, that means externally and internally. He doesn't feel like he has any value at all unless there's a woman in the house making him feel valuable. So I need some Quim. That's why he was bugging Slam Piece to come over every night. And she had to tell him, I don't have to be there every night. You can just miss me. Without someone there, he doesn't know if he's good or not. And I mean this. So this is just the fact. When he had April, it was him and April against Ashley. She's a cunt. We can't wait till she dies. I'd like to come and jack off while she's being murdered. They talked about this on air, about how Aaron would like to be fucking a chat room member and April was going to let him and she was going to fucking touch herself while Ashley was being murdered. They talked about how this would give them sexual gratification. Now, again, why? Because Ashley was a cunt and a loser and the old wife, and he had a new wife. And as long as he had a new wife standing there with him, he was tall. He felt worthwhile. He had some value. The minute she's gone, he's so insecure. That's why he attacks Rekieta. We see it over and over and over again. Shell of a man lost in his emotions. Sometimes I'm angry. Sometimes I'm grateful. Sometimes I'm angry. Sometimes I'm grateful. Sometimes I miss her. Sometimes I don't. She made her bed. She can sleep in it. I used to be angry, but now I don't. Fuck her. Like, he misses his little girl. But most importantly, he misses how he felt when he had April. Nobody could hurt him when he had April. Oh, yeah? How'd I get April then? That's literally his mindset. Oh, yeah, I'm a piece of shit. Look at my hot wife. Oh, yeah, I'm not worth anything. Look at her. Oh, yeah, things aren't going well. You're just jealous. You just want to fuck her. And that was how he presented it. Every time somebody said anything bad about April, we all said she had no talent. We all said she had no business being back there. And his answer was, you just want to fuck my wife. You just want to fuck my wife. Little did we know we could. Little did we know any of us could. We didn't know. The whole time she was like, you're not going to get in and fuck this. Yeah, we could. Yeah, we could. All we needed is more subscribers. Holy shit. I mean, fuck. So now that April's gone, he's back with Ashley. He's teamed up with Ashley. And he's like, yeah, Ashley and I got rid of the problem. Hold on. Ashley had to file a court document because you and your wife were calling her a cunt and making fun of her on the air. And now that April's gone, the woman you were making fun of your old woman with, you and your old woman have teamed up and go like, yeah, we got rid of the problem. The real problem was April. I was only making fun of you and calling you a cunt and saying it'd be funny to come while you die because April is here. But now that we got rid of her, those aren't my real feelings at all. I actually love my first wife.
So it's just basically me paying for the shit I did back then, like back in March and April. Basically, if you're gonna be a better person and you're gonna, atone for your sins, you gotta fucking atone for them. Doesn't matter how.
So the court thing is about him breaking the restraining order, talking about her, and he did that back in March and April. And you got to learn and you got to atone for your sins. He only broke the restraining order back in March and April. Now that's not true. He broke it in June. He broke it in July, and ladies and gentlemen, he broke it in August. We've got a clip soon.
How good of a guy you are now. You got to atone for the shit you did back when, you were in Crazy Town. So, yeah.
And Moody made a good point last night in our private group. This is 4 months. 4 months ago, he was in a polycule. 4 months ago, he was doing cocaine. He gets over everything and he wants full atonement immediately for everything. Yeah, that was back when I did drugs. Yeah, that was back when I was in a polycule. It's like, that was a quarter ago. That was 3 to 4 months ago. Yeah, but I've made, you gotta change. You gotta become like me. I've totally transformed, and now I'm not a drug guy, and now I'm not a polycule guy, and now I'm a great father, and now I'm a good dog dad, and I used to not know to pick up things when you mow, but now I do.
Basically, what I have to do is I have to go in August 20th and say, I'm sorry, I'll never do that again, which I won't.
Now, he's saying this when 3 days prior he did it again. We have the clip.
But they just have to make me say, Uncle, I won't do it again.
So again, please let the judge get a hold of this. This flagrant disregard for a court order. Yeah, they'll make me come in. No big deal. Nothing's going to happen. I got to go in. They'll slap my wrist. I got to say that I'm sorry. Uncle, I didn't really. Please get this to the judge. Please get this to the judge. Somebody. You Clippers, you want to be good. Get this to a judge and watch what happens.
Sorry. Mild pain in the ass.
Mild pain in the ass, this court order from the state. Ugh.
So you've been speaking to Kevin recently. No. Kevin didn't give me that advice privately. Kevin was saying it on his show. Somebody sent me a clip of it. TVA Dan, no, it has nothing to do with anything. It has nothing to do with anything Rekieta related. It purely has everything to do with, again, somebody I'm not supposed to be talking about. Who I currently have. It's weird because I'm like, I can't talk about this person, but we're doing great. It's really weird. But it's not a big deal. If people want to make it a big deal, that's what the internet's for. They're allowed to. Absolutely. Like, I did it to, what's his name? JJ, when he got a fucking DUI, which is a million times worse. And I fucking, I hammered the shit out of that guy for that one. People get to do it to me. It's totally fair.
Okay, I don't know what names you're typing in all this, so I won't put it up. Like, you're putting in people's names and stuff. I'm just not, like, they're not anybody related to me, but I don't know what you're doing anymore. So we just won't put them up. I appreciate the money. Thank you.
Triggered much?
Yes. Maga Ray DeVito, Godfrey doesn't appreciate hats like we do, Patty. Godfrey, please. Somebody said, Patrick, you don't know what you're talking about. Godfrey has a big podcast. I was like, what? Get me Godfrey's podcast. Get me Godfrey's podcast. I will tear it apart. I guarantee it's retarded. Send me Godfrey's podcast, please. Is Ybor City actually Tampa asking for a friend? Yes. I mean, yes. 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 Are we done? The addresses of Ybor City are Tampa. Yes. So, yes.
So everything's on the up, feeling good. Show's going well. We got the 10th anniversary show sold out. It's incredibly exciting.
It's going to be great. It's going to be really good. Everything for the 10th anniversary show has really come together the way I wanted it to. It's going to be we just stumbled upon the best. We're not doing any of the stuff I said we were going to do, but somehow I think it's going to be even better than I thought. You know, when I imagine the radio stations and all that stuff, like, we're not going to be doing any of that. When I said we'd have Corey out and Adrian and do a crazy stand-up show and really put some money into it, we're not. Matter of fact, I've stopped charging and would probably be giving everybody their money back, but it's probably going to be our best show.
We just got to do this little member show.
We got to do this little member show. 30 minutes. I take your money, so I got to do this little. This is how he feels about podcasting altogether. I got to do this little member show. I got to do this little member show.
You know what? We should have Pete on.
Oh, good. We're back to show planning again. Oh, you know what we should do? Guys, did we just have the best idea ever to have Pete on? Let me write that down so I don't forget it.
It would be fucking great. I know the internet audience wouldn't give a shit if we had Pete on. I know they'd be like, fuck.
All you have is an internet audience. What is this guy doing? What world is he in? The internet audience, the radio audience, the morning audience, the night audience. How is his head segmented? It's just a TV dinner in his mind. Like, well, the morning audience is the Salisbury steak, and the evening audience is the mashed potatoes, and the weekend audience is the corn, and the radio audience is my cherry compote.
Internet, like, there's a romance to the old radio show that doesn't exist.
There isn't. Nothing about your radio show exists. Everything about your old radio show doesn't exist. You know, guys, there's a romance of my old radio show that doesn't exist anymore.
On the internet, because the internet, everyone's so angry and everyone's so jaded and out of hope that, like, you bring someone like Pete on and it's nostalgic and you're like, this is great, this is fun. You almost have to ignore, like, people on the internet who are like, this fucking gay, I don't get it. It's like, I know you don't get it.
We want Pete. Bring back Pete.
Stop yelling that you don't get it. Just shut the fuck up. It's like Vietnam. Follow the guys who have been here a while and shut your fucking mouth. How about that? But I don't know. Those were the 4 things I wanted to touch on. The Brennan advice court. I don't want to give away too much on the court documents. They are funny, though. Nick just cannot help himself, no matter.
Look who's talking.
How hard he tries. Every time he opens his fucking mouth. I would.
Oh, yeah. FKA Ghetto Basement says we need a Godfrey AI. Oh, my God. Oh, no. All right. I'm sure Moody's asleep, but only if it's going to be really racistly funny. It needs only if it's going to really, really upset him.
Hate to be his lawyer. I really hate. I watched like a 4.5 hour thing by Sean who is potentially criminal, right? I like him. He's great. He did a little live read for Stonies. He was kind of fucking with me a little bit. I thought it was hilarious. I loved it. Sean's a funny guy. Truth Seeker Knows says many law tubers think charges are going to pop up on you. Like no, of course not.
Okay, he's still chatting. He sent another chat. I want a refund. And he's still sending him. Now he says, baby boy, you don't know who Hugh Hefner is. Do you see what I mean? They're like, what is he talking about? Now Hugh Hefner? Like, none of the other messages mentioned Hugh Hefner. And now he's like, you don't know who Hugh Hefner is. Okay. I don't even know how to, how do you even? Yep. You'll never get a refund. You'll never get a refund. By the way, again, stop. Just stop. Stop sending them in. I've told you that. If you put personally identifying people's names and birth dates and all that weird shit or addresses, and it's not going up. It's not going up.
Anonymous is me, cruising with Susan. Buzzard Bob or I are gonna team up to take you down.
I believe it. I believe it. Out of nowhere, you don't know who Hugh Hefner is. Okay. I do. B, what? Where does it come from? How's that come up? Just out of nowhere, you're sitting at home, you're like, I bet he doesn't know who Hugh Hefner is. You don't know who Hugh Hefner is. You okay, baby boy? I'm not. I don't know what's going on.
No. The Rekieta? No, of course not. Jesus Christ. I think it's wishful thinking. I think they need a little more drama, but no. I have, I can't say too much. Put it that way.
Okay, so listen to this. This is why I think he's in some sort of state evidence cooperation thing.
Funny guy. Truth Seeker Knows says many law tubers think charges are going to pop up on you. Like no.
Many law tubers think charges are going to pop up on you. Now listen to his answer.
Of course not.
No, of course not.
No. The Rekieta? No, of course not. Jesus Christ. I think it's wishful thinking. I think they need a little more drama, but no.
I think it's wishful thinking. They need more drama. Who? The law tubers need drama?
I have, I can't say too much. Put it that way.
I can't say too much.
Can't say too much. You paid to be in April. Oh, I get it.
So I have a feeling he's cooperating with the law. You know, Moody's like, I bet he was court ordered to go to Al-Anon or AA or whatever. It's like, but he started going to that before they were arrested and before all that stuff. So either that was part of it, and he's been a snitch from the very beginning, or his lawyer could have told him it'll be a good look. You start enrolling these things voluntarily and do that.
Jefferson says, ha ha ha, Hobo has vowed to make you cry as a co-host. Has he really? That'd be kind of fun. If Hobo was like, if he had his, can't really make me cry though. Like, unfortunately, when it comes to being on the air, I'm sort of dead inside, which I'm not happy about. It's not a brag.
So why did you try to cry like 3 or 4 times about April? Remember when you literally like tried to wring tears out of your eyes? Now you're like, you can't make me cry on air. It's not possible. I'm kind of like really good at this.
Like, unfortunately, when it comes to being on the air, I'm sort of dead inside, which I'm not happy about. It's not a brag. It sucks, dude. Rebel Fluff says April is like Maggie from Runaway Bride, except deep down, instead of having goodness, she instead deep down is a shit human also. Somebody, people, you don't have to do this. Like, if you see an April out in the wild, you don't have to write to me.
No one sees April out in the wild. So again, all these people are just trolling him. They're really, like, it really is insane. MAGA rate of either snapback, strapback, fitted, or stretch. Best type. All right, what's this one? There's one. There is one anonymous. That is Patrick himself, the big donor. That's Pat. Mike David shed light on this last week. Okay, sorry, I was just reading it to make sure you weren't being a cunt. Yeah, sure. They're all fake.
They took you, Night fans, and you don't belong to them. They locked me in a world of darkness without your sexy hands, and I miss you, Night fans. So, add Gay fans, fighters of the night fans, champions of the sun, you're a master of karate and friendship for everyone. Cool.
Day, man.
In Godfrey We Trust is a remarkably cool podcast, not...
It's called In Godfrey We Trust. I second the Godfrey AI. It is a must. We must have a Godfrey AI.
I just want to let you know that 2 people did this week. 2 people were like, one woman is like a drug crisis counselor, and she was telling me, she's like, I saw her.
Listen to the emails. He believes this stuff. Again, I get all these. Like,
and she looked terrible, and I talked to her, and I told her she has resources, and then Nick came up behind her, and she stopped talking, and blah, blah. I'm like, geez.
Someone said they saw April, and they went up to her, and they tried to offer her all these drug resources. Then Nick came up and told her she had to stop talking, so she did, and they just went back to their DQ grilling shells. It could be multiple people. It's your super tip system. It's a wonderful option. Evil Knievel, ever heard of him? Rip Torn. Know the guy?
Jesus Christ. Like, people get worked up over this shit, you know? And then another guy wrote me and said, oh, I saw a girl with terrible, like, dried out, stringy blonde hair in a truck in Wilmer. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Or no.
Why bring it up? I mean, these are obviously fake.
In a Mustang. She was driving the Mustang, he said.
I saw a woman with blonde, gross, stringy hair in a Mustang. Guys, you got to stop sending me these April sightings. Please, please.
And I'm like, God damn, you guys keep an eagle eye out.
He believes it. Do you hear him? His answer isn't like, stop. You guys got to stop this shit. His answer is like, wow, you guys don't miss anything. April can't go anywhere without getting spotted. I believe that. Because that is her hair. He described it perfectly. Gross, strung out, blonde. That's my April.
Jesus. Jay Warren says, Nick's a cunt. I'd love to kick his ass. Would you? I can tell you this. I've been this close before. You wouldn't feel good kicking Nick's ass. He's such a helpless little fucking frail thing. Nick's not one of those guys where you kick the shit out of him and feel good. Nick's one of those guys you kick the shit out of him and you go, what did I do?
Just like Melton and Mersch and Scampoli and Win by 2 and Alex Stein. All the guys I was going to box, like, I thought about it, but I'd feel bad because, like, they're not in my league and I'm more of a pro. And unfortunately, like, you know, ever since Moneymaker really gave up.
Jesus Christ. Aaron, get a hold of yourself. What the fuck are you doing? You wouldn't enjoy it, you know?
Sorry, Moneymaker. Why am I thinking of poker? Sorry, the money team. The money team. I'm the billboards in Vegas for the money team. I got mixed up with Chris Moneymaker because you don't even need to know what I was doing with poker this weekend. But either way, somehow Chris Moneymaker was on my mind instead of Mayweather. I don't know. It wouldn't be fair, you know? It wouldn't be fair to fight anybody but Floyd Mayweather. And frankly, he doesn't do it anymore. You know, he's older. I think he knows he could get hurt. I think he knows that if he stepped in a ring with me, like, he'd have to, like, lose, and that would be bad for his billboards around town in Vegas.
You go to hell, P. Melt. Godfrey is a strong black man that raised up from hood to bring laughter to millions. Not to mention he employs a struggling white boy that would otherwise have nothing. But now he has a couch and new glasses. You slow your roll if you know what's good. P.S. Where's my $300?
Little bitch.
Little bitch. Somebody said also it's team money, not the money team. I'm pretty sure it's the money team. I'm pretty sure all of his billboards literally say the money team. I may be wrong. I'm not a boxer, but like the billboards say the money team. Right? It's literally TMT store, the money team. But you know, Melton doesn't know anything. Melton's wrong about everything. It's team money. Oh, except that it isn't at all.
Wouldn't put up much of a fight. He doesn't know anything. He's gaunt.
There's billboards all over Vegas. It's the money team. It's all over Vegas.
Nick's not a fighter, dude. Jay Warren says, I'm a bit of a sadist, so I would. Oh, well, I mean, if you're a piece of shit, then yeah, you'd probably love it. It's totally for you. All right, Jay Warren, you got me. Then it would be awesome.
I don't even know what the billboards are advertising because he doesn't fight.
T. Jefferson says, Nick would collapse and cry. No fun there. Yeah, it would.
It's team money. It is?
Are there times
one of us are going to look stupid
where I thought, like, yeah, if I just fucking turned into one, would it feel like in the moment, maybe when you feel his jaw rattle and or you bust that big coke nose?
Again, look at this. this is what we notice from him all the time, the fantasy. Like, look at him. The fantasy of it. Like, God, can you imagine if we did fight? He'd just be laying there bleeding out. His nose would be disconnected, just laying in a puddle of his own blood. Oh, did I do that? Is he in the hospital? Did I hurt him? Oh, fuck. And then he acts like that happened. I've never seen more little, masturbatory missives than Aaron Imholte. He just constantly just walks down little fantasy walkways and like, yeah. And then I did it. And then I hit him with a hook. And then his head came off. And then he's just laying there with his neck detached. And then he just, did I do that to him? It's like, no, you didn't. You didn't do that to him. You didn't do that to him. It's time for Anonymous to make a fake to donate $2K again. Melton, are you money laundering? You okay? Thanks, Red Bar. You are so right. Cue nervous smile. I don't think you're smart enough to know what money laundering is. How would that work? I send myself $2,000 from a credit card of mine? It's like people don't realize how dumb they are, and then they talk, and it's like when KB was like, I bet they'd be interested in seeing where the super tips are going. It's like, yeah, they would, of course. It's money, and it gets reported by Stripe or whoever you make money through. Like, what do you think you've discovered about me? Godfrey is an African American. If that's true, I don't want him in my house. Most of the time I make people take shoes off when they come in my house. If it's a black person, I give them an extra pair of shoes. I'm like, you're going to get your black soot all over my tile.
You'd look at it and you go, what the fuck did I do? You feel like you hit a retard. It wouldn't be good. Truth Seeker Note says, how's your dog doing? Is he better? Oh, God, he's been good for a while now, over a week. He just ate some of the pulled pork drippings from the smoke.
He's great now. He just ate some of the pulled pork drippings from the...
And he had the shits for about 2-3 days. That fucking sucks. I hated it. Yeah, CJ Warren says that would also be fun. Okay, well, then it would be fun. What do I know? PH Editor says, would Nick feel it? I don't know. Like in those court documents, I guess he's urine testing for coke. And I think they're coming up clean.
So when you don't know anything about what he's doing, you know he's doing coke. You know that house is full of coke. You know they're all over there still doing coke. They're doing coke. Then documents come out saying he's testing clean, and Aaron can't even admit that. He's like, I guess he's testing clean. Maybe. Seems like perhaps the court document says he's testing clean. Maybe. I don't know if you can even believe. I don't know. Can we believe court documents? I don't know. But when we have no information, April's over there, and they just keep doing cocaine, and it's so embarrassing. It's like, what?
I don't know. I still don't understand that yet. Like, are they allowed to release them? Or have they been coming up clean? The only thing is, I think cocaine only stays in your urine for like a day or two.
Unless your dad kisses you in the hair, and then it stays in the follicles for 8 to 12 years.
They did test positive for booze, though. Like, he was drinking still, which is...
They did test positive for booze, though. Listen to the logic here.
Weird, because he came on right away and was like, I've moved all the booze out of the house. All the booze is gone. Which we were all like, one, yeah, right. And
no, he said, I moved all the booze out of the studio. I moved all the booze out of the studio.
Two, you know that you can just go get more booze. Like, I moved all the booze out of the house. I don't carry a lot of booze in my house. Like, there are times where my house is out of booze. I don't have any beer. I don't have any whiskey. I don't have anything like that because I don't...
Listen to this argument.
Like, I don't sit there and just drink it.
There are times where my house is completely out of booze. No whiskey, no beer, no anything. Because I don't just sit there and drink it. How are you out? No, I have a lot of bottles of booze here, and they're pretty full. You know why? Because I don't just sit here and drink it. Your argument is you're all out of booze and you're all out of beer because you don't just sit there and drink it. I think you have that argument completely backward. I think you have it completely wrong. When blacks come over to your house, oh, not again.
Hey, kid, no fair. I hit you. You have to fall down.
in my house. Like there are
Hey,
times.
hold on. Are you trying to say I don't own my house? Is that what you're? Is that the? Could you? Why, Ayana?
My house is out of. I don't have any beer. I don't have any whiskey. I don't have anything like that because I don't sit there and just drink it.
There are times where the whole bar runs out of alcohol because nobody drinks here. What? Like, how would that even? It doesn't even make sense.
And I'll go get more when I'm entertaining. When I have people over, I'll go to the liquor store. I'll grab a couple.
But then it's gone again, right? Because you didn't drink it.
The bottles and a case of beer. But he's like, yeah, I moved all the booze out of my house. But then his piss tests are showing hot for alcohol.
Your piss tests are showing hot for alcohol. Get him!
It's like, dude, if you're trying to get your kids back, don't you just abstain from everything and just show that you're a model citizen and you're just the perfect guy?
So anyone who drinks alcohol isn't a good citizen and not a perfect guy. Dude, if you're trying to get your kids back, wouldn't you like not drink beer? Wouldn't you try to show you're like the perfect guy?
Certainly don't piss hot for booze and then bring your fuck toy with you.
So again, this is all his emotion. Nobody in the court thinks this or says this or any of that. This is all his emotion. He gets, every time he shows up with April somewhere, he gets mad. Wow, you really brought your fuck toy to get chicken tenders down at the DQ Grill and Chill? Wow. Oh, you're at the tattoo parlor and you brought your fuck toy? Not a good look. Oh, let me guess. You're at court and you brought your fuck toy? Yeah, only you call her a fuck toy because that's how you think of her. You're the only one who calls April a fuck toy because that's what she was to you. A little bit of quim.
I mean, I just
is correct.
Oh, there was another part in the court documents, and again, we won't get too deep into this. This kind of broke my heart a little bit, but then it also kind of made me.
This broke my heart a little bit. This actually made me hurt, but it also made me stronger. This caused me a little. I paused and I got a little emotional, but after that, I realized I'm stronger than I ever was. I forgot how remarkably good I am at this.
I hate them more. Kayla was out in the hallway, and the social worker saw her with her oldest son, and she gave her oldest son a hug, and she was crying, and she said, "This is the consequence of our actions, or this is the result of our actions." Which is fucking huge because remember, they've been denying everything so far. And Nick denied everything in that same hearing. Would not talk about drugs, would not talk about consumption of drugs. His parents said, "Oh no, we've never noticed that he's on drugs." I'm like, well, I didn't know you were fucking deaf, dumb, and blind. Jesus Christ.
Captain America.
You seen his streams? But Kayla said to her oldest, she said, "This is the result of our actions."
I had that shirt in 2002, I think. The Captain America shirt. It's remarkably cool. Can we do another art contest, says Dayla. Thank you for the $10. Whoever gets Aaron to run with the most wild story gets the win. They'll get a job-free hat. Colt C and Aussie can't join. Well, Aussie's already back. He's been allowed in. That was just a joke. I like that guy. And Gonzo and all the other guys. Everybody should be back. You know, like when we kick somebody out here during a show, it's like a joke. Like they're back the next day for the most part. Unless it's Flat Cat. We could leave her gone for a week or two. I don't know. This is a good idea, though. It's not really an art contest, correct? Really? But yeah, I could see we could have an August gay ops contest. Who can get Aaron to believe the most insane thing they make up? I think Citizen M was playing that a little bit this morning. All right, this guy's gonna say something about a TV show. This is anonymous again, so get ready for nothing that makes sense.
Dennis the Menace TV show. Overview. The Dennis the Menace TV show is a classic American sitcom based on the comic strip by Hank Ketchum. It aired from October 4th, 1959 to July 7th, 1963 on CBS.
It's really like he
Dennis
Googles stuff and then thinks we care about it.
70s. Genius. I thought you sat and watched old TV shows instead of water skiing. You should know this. Oh, Roman numerals are not your strong suit. Got it. MCM Lex 2. You okay, baby boy?
I'm great.
Mike David is like CNN. Nobody's watching his crappy show anymore, so now he has to make up shit for attention. And you want to know something else, Patrick? I bet Mike David is the Red Bar bootlicker who keeps donating about how amazing Mike is. I wouldn't put it past him.
It's just as stupid as him thinking I'm anonymous. I don't believe that. I honestly give Mike David more credit than this. Mike David's not sitting around doing that. I don't believe for 1 minute Mike David believe. I want to hope that if Mike David saw this guy doing this, he'd cringe and disown him immediately. But this is what he does to little boys. Like, again, I don't know this guy at all, but I imagine he was in his early 20s when he discovered Red Bar, and now and that's what we have now. This is what he is now. This is what we are left with. Like, there's nothing there anymore. It's just a guy who just Googled Dennis the Menace, the TV show, and told us when it went into production for no reason. It's like, cool stuff. Keep us posted. Jenny G, 10 fucking memberships. Guys, that is 102 memberships today. And that's more memberships than I've ever seen in my life. More memberships than I've ever seen in my life. By the way, today's executive producer is Big Salad Man. I don't know who that is, and we'll probably never see him again. But Big Salad Man, we couldn't have done this without you. And, of course, Jenny G reminding us that her and the rest of these people supported us in July. We couldn't do it without you. We're moving on to August soon. But this is the last week where we do want to give props to the July contributors. So thank you very much. We appreciate that, Anonymous. Giving $1. Never stop. Never stop, never stopping.
These are the consequences of our actions. It was the first admission anyone had made publicly. And I was actually really proud of Kayla in that moment.
So listen to this. Listen to this. Makes no sense.
Fucking huge, because remember, they've been denying everything.
He's so dumb. He doesn't know how anything works.
I carry a lot of booze in my house. Like, there are times where my house is out of booze. I don't have any beer. I don't have any whiskey. I don't have anything like that because I don't sit there and just drink it.
My house is out of all the booze because I don't drink it. Uh-huh.
And I'll go get more when I'm entertaining. When I have people over, I'll go to the liquor store. I'll grab a couple of bottles and a case of beer. But
when I'm entertaining, yeah, whenever I'm making my famous pepper flake French onion soup.
He's like, yeah, I moved all the booze out of my house. But then his piss tests are showing hot for alcohol. It's like, dude, if you're trying to get your kids back, don't you just abstain from everything and just show that you're a model citizen and you're just the perfect guy? You certainly don't piss hot for booze and then bring your fuck toy with you. I mean, there was another part in the court documents, and again, we won't get too deep into this. This kind of broke my heart a little bit. But then
this broke my heart a little bit. Okay, listen to how he worked. Listen to the phrasing of this.
Also kind of made me hate them more. Kayla was out in the hallway, and the social worker saw her with her oldest son, and she gave her oldest son a hug, and she was crying, and she said, this is the consequence of our actions.
Kayla was in a hallway with her oldest son. Private moment. She gave her son a hug and said, this is a consequence of our actions. And a social worker saw this and documented it in the paperwork. Now listen to Aaron's response.
Or this is the result of our actions. Which is fucking huge because remember, they've been denying everything so far.
Get that? Aaron's so I'm not kidding, and a lot of people think this way. Like, wow, they admitted it. Wow, they admitted they did drugs, and they had the drugs there and the guns there and the cocaine with the kids. Wow, they're going to get in trouble now because she just admitted it. She said this is the consequence of our actions. That means she admits to doing all of that stuff. That means she admitted it. Wow, they're going to go to jail now because she just admitted it. It's so stupid. But most people do think that. Like, well, what else could she have meant by consequences of her actions? She means the drugs and the kids and that means an admission. That means they're guilty. That means he will go to jail. That means case closed because they admit it. This was
Jules, it's time to change my diaper again. Sorry, I had tacos for lunch.
Hold on. Mike David said
Mike David said he would pay $300 to anyone that would get Fatty and Mai to become friends. I'll split it with you. New show up on Red Bar Scars Club. Give it a year.
I don't know I honestly have no idea what this guy's talking about ever. Like, it's so broken in like 7 different things he's saying in one thing. Like, I'm not even going to go back anymore and read it. Like, yes, give $10 to $300 to join the Meet the Scars Club of the... What is it? Keep them coming, idiot. Keep them coming. We're all impressed. We're all impressed. Nobody here thinks you're a broken loser. Hold on. Where is it?
And Nick denied everything in that same hearing. Would not talk about drugs, would not talk about consumption of drugs. His parents said, oh, no, we've never noticed that he's on drugs.
Okay, so in Mooby's head, her saying this is a consequence of our actions means that they're admitting the drugs and admitting they all did drugs. He just, it's so disjointed. It's so stupid. But he's going to run with that, of course, because that's what he does. He has to, you know, exacerbate whatever everybody else's stuff. He exaggerates and makes it bigger than it is. And in his stuff, he has to make it go away completely.
I'm like, well, I didn't know you were fucking deaf, dumb, and blind. Jesus Christ. You seen his streams? But Kayla said to her oldest, she said, this is the result of our actions.
So Kayla said to her oldest in a private moment, this is a result of our actions. By the way, this could mean anything and actions could mean anything. But he's too dumb to know that. He's too dumb to know any of that. He thinks this is like, fuck, they're going to go to jail now because she just admitted they did drugs and had guns and kids. Like, that is how dumb he is.
These are the consequences of our actions. It was the first admission anyone had made publicly.
It was the first admission anyone had made publicly. I don't know why, but I think he's hiding something so massive. He needs all the focus on other people so badly. What is he hiding? This wasn't public, and it's not an admission of anything. He acts like she held a press conference. It was like, this, excuse me, this is our actions. This is a consequence. This is a private moment between her and her son. And Aaron's like, I was really proud that she publicly came out and admitted they were all doing drugs and stuff. This is the first time she admitted it. She didn't. None of that happened, but he needs it to be.
And I was actually really proud of Kayla in that moment. It was back, like, I had...
You weren't there. You weren't there. I was really proud of Kayla in that moment at that press conference when she stood up and said, this is our actions. This is what's happening. Oh, wait. You read a line and then had all these feelings and then pretend you were there. Hold on. We got another one. Make sure nothing's dumb in it. Okay.
It's funny, your forced smile. Mike David had identified as a sign of stress, like a dog's yawn. You are okay. Pot makes you angry and stupid. Red bars watching. New show is up.
I'm wrecked. I'm wrecked. Please stop.
Feelings.
Please stop. Please stop.
I haven't had for months. I was like, oh, so
no one knows how to red bar. No one knows where that show. I don't know where that show even is. I'm not kidding. Where can you even watch it? Where can you even watch it? Scores Club? Got it. Next time I'm getting a lap dance, I'll go to Scores Club.
Like, she's alive. She's in there somewhere. But it's always with her. It's always the desire to be good.
Oh, just go to Scores Club. Just go to Scores Club. It's up. It's over on Scores Club.
Versus the ability to be good. She has the desire to be good. She does not have the ability. She doesn't have the backbone, the spine to remove herself from that situation.
All right. So my theory is he got some new buzzword in therapy or something like, look, just because you have the ability or just because you have the will doesn't mean you have the ability. You can have the want without the ability.
She's alive. She's in there somewhere. But
she's in there somewhere.
It's always with her. It's always the desire to be good versus the ability to be good. She has the desire to be good. She does not have the ability. She doesn't have the backbone, the spine to remove herself from that situation.
Only I was able to do that.
And like 40 years old and 5 kids, I get it. But it's still not an excuse when it's something this big. So it's like, I almost felt like I was in the room. You know, when she's like,
You weren't. You got to stop this. I felt like I was there when she said, this is all our fault. And I wanted to be like, there. And I was so proud of her in that moment. If I had been there, that I made up, that I'm imagining I was at. He said the words, I was so proud of her in that moment. You weren't there. What are you like? It's such a fan. Everything in his whole brain is like this fantasy. It just.
Like, these are the consequences of our action. And she hugs their oldest child. And I was like, I know that Kayla. That's the Kayla that I've held before. And she said, I want this to be done. That's the Kayla that's held.
That's the Kayla that I held before?
You can call me nannerpuss.
That's the Kayla that I held before.
Their oldest child. And I was like, I know that Kayla. That's the Kayla that I've held before. And she said, I want this to be done. That's
Holy.
the Kayla that's held me after, Nick left that cocaine by my kid. And when he wasn't supposed to fucking have it here. By my orders.
By Castle Grayskull.
I'm pretty sure he gave it to April, and April had coke here while she was here in her purse.
No. And you allowed that?
But Kayla would hold me, and I'd be like, this has to be gone. We have to get rid of this shit. Either it goes or I go. She's like, I know it needs to be done. We're finished. And she went in the Mustang later that day, and she threw a fucking Popeye sweet tea at Nick because he wouldn't commit.
You cannot say she threw a Popeye's sweet tea at Nick.
Either it goes or I go. She's like, I know it needs to be done. We're finished. And she went in the Mustang later that day, and she threw a fucking Popeye sweet tea at Nick because he wouldn't.
Holy shit. Not a Popeye sweet tea. Oh, shit. Why won't it play anymore? Come on. She threw a
Kayla would hold me, and I'd be like, this has to be done. We have to get rid of this shit. Either it goes or I go. She's like, I know it needs to be done. We're finished. And she went in the Mustang later that day, and she threw a fucking Popeye sweet tea at Nick because he wouldn't commit to quitting.
A Popeye's sweet tea. Oh no. Send it to them. You take it down? Oh, come on. Why am I getting rail busted? Popeye's sweet tea.
The law is inadequate.
I got hopeful, and then I got angry again when I read the documents, and she hugged her kid, and she went, these are the consequences of our actions. Then take public responsibility. You could have been done with this by now. But no.
Why won't anyone do like me and just tell on everyone and be safe? You could have gone to the police and just told them everything. Like a pussy. But no.
Fucking she lets Nick rule the roost. Nick's going to run her right into a prison cell. When she probably would have been fine. They probably would have given her rehab and a suspended sentence. Not that I know, but I'm guessing first-time offender.
I'm making that up. I don't have any inside information or anything, but I have a feeling if you cop a deal and tell them everything and agree to be state's witness, they'll probably...
But yeah, when she hugged the kid and said this is the result of our actions, and then goes into the CPS hearing and just continues to lie about not using drugs. And that's what I'm talking about. The desire, she has a desire to be good. She does not have the ability. She can gain that ability. It's just so far she hasn't.
Sew it on a pillow.
That was revealing. Let's continue with the chat here, and then we'll probably wrap up. Rustbelt said Nick is armor plating the grain truck in his yard to be the next Killdozer story. He is oddly obsessed with that Killdozer dude, like a child would be.
The guy was badass.
Says they don't matter. Why talk about them? They are trash, and you stop going there, and they got arrested. See, here's the thing that I struggle with. There's a lot of people who come to my show, and they're like, I want to hear Aaron's take on the documents. Then you have a PH editor who's like, who gives a fuck? And I'm like, I got to balance between those two people. Truth Seeker says, I always wondered, remember the stream you came on and said you were a narcissist, and days later your therapist said no? Was it April and crew that told you that? Yeah.
Listen to this. Remember when you came on and said you were a narcissist? Listen to this.
I got to balance between those two people. Truth Seeker says, I always wondered, remember the stream you came on and said you were a narcissist, and days later your therapist said no? Was it April and crew that told you that? Yeah, the addicts told me that. Not Kayla. Kayla always said, you're a good man. Kayla, in a weird way, probably kept me there longer than I would have. I probably would have been out February, more than likely. But I legit fell in love with Kayla. I mean, I'm not ashamed to say that. She was really fucking good to me. And I was really fucking good to her.
Until I sent her nudes around without her asking.
But you mix those drugs in, man, and that shit all disappears eventually. And Nick did his best to, his jealousy got in the way, as well April's too. PH Cheddar.
I love that. The narcissist thing.
Got a balance between those two people. Truth Seeker says, I always wondered, remember the stream you came on and said you were a narcissist, and days later your therapist said no? Was it April and crew that...
So, remember, he said he was a narcissist, and his therapist told him he wasn't. Remember that was the story? Listen to the slip here.
Told you that. Yeah, the addicts told me that. Not Kayla. Kayla always said, you're a good man. Kayla, in a weird way, probably kept me there longer than I would have. I probably would have been out February, more than likely. But I legit fell in love with Kayla. I mean, I'm not ashamed to say that. She was really fucking good to me. And I was really fucking good to her. But You mix those drugs in, man, and that shit all disappears eventually. And Nick did his best to, his jealousy got in the way, as well April's too. P.H. Cheddar says, is it okay to have coke at Nick's house with his kids there, but not your house with your kids? That was my rule. That was my rule. I don't make people...
What about when you took your kids over there? Listen to this cope.
I don't feel comfortable making the rules in other people's house, if that makes sense. Nick pulled out a vial of coke one time. My kids weren't home. But Nick put out a vial of coke and just put it on my kitchen counter and just ripped it right.
So the question was, you weren't okay with having coke in your house with your kids there, but you were okay with Nick having coke at his house with his kids there. And he's like, his house, his rules. But you took your children over there knowing there were drugs there. So you act like no drugs in the house with the kids, but you took your kids to a drug house. You took your kids to a drug house all the time. All the time.
Red Bar's golden era was way back when Mike David roasted this slob like a pig on a spit. How many years did he fry you like you fry Mubi, G? I wonder where you learned. You're a very weak copy. You okay? Redbarradio.net.
Yes, I never made fun of anyone until Mike David taught me how. Joseph Amon's voting Warsaw in the poll. By the way, that's how we're doing right there. Croatia coming up second place. Pretty strong here. Slam P should change her name to The Bridge, because if Kayla ever leaves Nick, he gone. He obsessed with this bitch. What bitch? A rot pocket.
Rot pockets.
More Quim than you've seen in your life.
Hey, buddy.
Fat Robocop says, thanks, Patty, playing Kick the Retard. You'll be at DabbleCon too. I will be at DabbleCon too.
In front of me, and I go, don't ever fucking bring that shit here again. I go, I got 3 fucking kids. I go, I can't have that shit in my fucking house. And
I'll bring him over to your house where it's safe.
Never wondered about it until now, but I wonder how that sounded to him. Because when I said that to him, I didn't think, well, he's got 5 kids and he's got a safe of it. He's got ounces of it at his house. I never thought about that.
I never thought about that. I knew they'd go in the back room and there'd be tons of coke there, but I never thought about where it came from or did he had it.
Foreign that must have sounded to him. Me going, I've got kids here. Don't fucking bring that shit here. Forgetting that he has 5 and he has it all over his house. So.
Chat check.
Something to think about. Like I said, never thought about it till now.
Never thought about it. You've told us several times how you brought your kids over there. That you were the only ones who would come out and check on them. That Charlotte would be on her iPad and be like, Daddy, this place sucks. I'm bored. It smells like powder.
But I don't go to other people's house and tell them what they can and can't do.
Yeah, ounces. He said ounces of cocaine. They didn't have 1 ounce of cocaine.
T. Jefferson says, of course, April had coke there. She would leave the morning show bitchy as hell and come back from the bathroom and be sweet as pie. That's true. And she would be all up and like grabbing on me and shit. And I'm just like,
so now he sees it plain as clear. Like, he's like, I think April might have had cocaine here. And then someone said, she definitely had coke there. She left all the time, would come back in a totally different. He's like, right. And then she would do this and this and this, right? Yeah, totally. She was doing coke. It's like a minute ago, you weren't sure if she had coke in your house. A minute ago, you said, I think she might have had some in her purse. You talk about cocaine like my grandmother talks about gum. I think I might have some double mint. You think? And then now somebody mentions her behavior and you go, oh yeah, when she would go do that and then come back and grab and grope and grab all over me? Yeah, totally. So now you know all about it? Which is it? She might have had some coke, or you know exactly what we're talking about?
I mean, I kind of knew. There was that one show where she got up like 8 times, people counted. And I told her after the show, I'm like, I can't fucking cover for you when you do that shit. Like I did. I told her, I go, I can't make excuses for you. If you, you're not peeing that much.
Aaron, you get up and pee 3 times a show. Your mouth gets cut from sunflower seeds. You can make up any excuse to leave. My toe hurts. I'll be right back. We'd all just be like, yeah, he's one of the weakest men on the planet with the worst genetics. So, yeah, he probably needs to drink and poop and fart and fix his toe and scratch his scab. I mean, this guy.
Like, you're doing something. Razor Chaz with $2 says, does Kayla get to drive the Mustang? Asking for a friend. I don't know if she wants to. I never saw her drive it. But I don't know if she wants to. I don't know if she likes the Navigator. She likes driving that. But I don't know if she likes driving the Mustang.
Look at his body language. They asked him if his ex-wife that he lost to another man likes driving. Which of his cars does she like driving? Does she like the Expedition or does she like the Mustang? I don't know. I don't know if she likes to drive the Mustang. I know she likes the Expedition. I don't know if she likes the Mustang. Next time I'm talking to the man who cuckolded me, I'll ask. Which of the cars does the wife that doesn't want to be with me anymore like to drive of yours? How does she suck on your penis? Because on mine, she always did this weird thing with her tongue.
PH Editor says, I'm not saying don't give a fuck. Just saying you eliminated a bad situation. Would hope you aren't going to associate. Oh, God, no, never. Jay Warren said maybe she was pooping. That would be good. Russ Belt says she drove it from...
This is his show. Tiny Tim says, did she like to drive the Mustang? I don't know if she liked to drive the Mustang. Russ Belt says she might be pooping. Yeah, she might be pooping. This guy says, I'm enjoying the show. Yeah, you might be enjoying the show. Is this the show? You just reading regular free chat? It's like, she might be pooping. Yeah, she might be pooping. Yeah.
The bowling alley to the bar in Sartell. Oh, Kayla did? The bowling alley. The bowling alley and the bar in Sartell are the same place where we had the show.
The bowling alley and the gas station in Sartell are the same thing. The hospital and the gas station are the same place. The fried chicken joint and the police depot are actually in the same building. The public library and the Taco Bell KFC are the same. It's the same intersection. Sartell? Yeah, there's only one street, and everything's inside the KFC, Taco Bell, police station, Holiday Inn, Garden Suites, bowling alley, bar, showroom. Yeah, that's where we did the reunion show for the...
Do you mean something else?
Hold on, are you talking about the Home Depot / La Quinta Inn? Keys made while you wait? Or are you talking about the Popeyes chicken / middle school?
Because the bowling alley and the bar are do you mean Benton Station, the bar in Sauk Rapids?
What? I always get Sauk Rapids and Sartell mixed up. Not to be confused with Foley, Minnesota, or Weimar. What is it?
Because if that's the case. Oh, Benton Station. Okay, yeah. Well, I think Nick was on Molly that night. I think he licked my face at Benton Station.
I think he licked my face.
Station that evening, and I was like, that's a little forward. That's a bit much. We don't need to be licking people.
I think he licked my face.
His faces. He did that when I was on stream once, too. It's like, all right, we don't need no licking. You know?
You leaned into it. You asked for it. You almost puckered your lips hoping it was going to be a mouth kiss.
Oh, I got to tell him and Gordy the same thing sometimes. Only Gordy listens. Gordy pays attention.
Classic.
Jay Warren says, did he lick your butt? No, I'm afraid to try, you know? What if you like it? You know, is there really any going back at that point? Probably not. All right, guys.
I'd hate to find out he ever did anything gay.
Let's go. It's because you taste like bacon, Loaf Piggy. Oh, that's not good. All right, let's get out of here. Oh, wait, no, the chat's going off a little bit. We'll talk a little bit. Nick really liked licking you. He did. Russ Belt says, I painted Nick's fingernails with Sharpie at Benton Station. Boy, he was fucking into it then. Freaky Deaky says, you had to tell Gordy to stop doing blow? No, licking. I didn't have to tell Gordy to stop doing blow. Oh, if you would have got my poor dog high, that would have been the saddest thing ever. Jesus. All right, guys, let's get out of here. That's a fun little members-only show for you. A little over
that was it.
Half hour.
A little over half hour. That was a fun little members-only show. We talked about things we might do in the future and
got a few key things in. Didn't stammer and stutter and go, what should we talk about? It's a solid one.
You didn't?
Truth Seeker knows says I'm a female, so I lied about last question. Now that it seems Nick is married to both women, who do you think is boss regarding the women? Oh, April, 100%. 100%. I think Kayla, I told Kayla to leave a long time ago after I left. When they got arrested, I said, go to rehab, get a divorce. You won't do a day in jail. Like, you'll be fine. But nope.
Turn state's evidence like me and you'll be safe.
Nobody listened. And then the cops called me after that, and they went, yeah, you're a suspect. You want to come in and talk to us? I'm like, yeah. Let's clear this up. I got to let you know.
Oh, okay. So, again, this has never really come out. The cops called him and said, you're a suspect. Do you want to come in? And he said, yes, I do. I've got a lot of dirt, and I'm fully willing to cooperate. Again, this guy's doing a show at a biker bar.
I thought I was, like, out shopping that day. They didn't know I'd been gone forever. And I'm like, yeah, let's talk about this. I think you and I need to get together and get on the same page.
I think I need to get you on the same page I'm on, which is far away from the trail of the old moobster. Have you met my daughter, Charlotte? Sing him a song, sweetie.
I've drank more beer, pissed more blood, and banged more quiff than all you numbnuts put together.
All right, guys, let's take off. Thank you very much. Awesome, fun little member show. Woke me up from my golf hangover from this.
That is the job of a show. I come in here so you guys wake me up. Come on, guys. $350. Wake me up. I need $350 a day just to get woken. Buzzard Bob, member for 8 months. How about it there? You said you would be afraid. You would be afraid from Godfrey if you heard clicking outside. Would that be him and his tribal tar folk talking to each other? I can see it in their eyes in the dark. Got him. Yes, that's exactly what I was talking about. Gonzo, sorry if I missed it, but did you talk about Steel Toe getting a Hallmark movie deal about his life yet? Sorry for being a bugaboo on Twitter. Love you, Patrick. No, I said that it's probably just like a porcelain dock or something. He wants to be like, I can't say too much yet, but there's like 2 guys on YouTube who have contacted me to like be involved in a documentary. I shouldn't talk. I shouldn't say too much yet. I don't want to get ahead of myself. Oh. And then he missed more goal today.
Battle for his son. This is so fucking rare that this happens. Where does that end? Like, you up and go home Monday morning? That doesn't sound too bad.
This is how his show.
Yeah,
this is how his show ends every day. Just him arms crossed, reading the chat. He has no ideas and nowhere to go, and he just sits there and reads the free chat. Just nothing. Comments. Listen.
Motorsport says, how embarrassing would it be to be taken out by Gooey Bag? Yeah, I don't think it, that's the problem. You don't take Gooey Bag seriously until Gooey Bag fucking bows up,
This is what he calls Emily now?
Chevy fan says the UK is arresting people for posting on social media this week after the riots.
Yeah, but that's not new. The UK could show up at your house. The UK police show up at your house for tweets. Like they do. That is a real thing. For everyone who jokes about like a lot of countries have free speech, they actually don't. They actually don't. I have multiple friends in Australia be taken to court for jokes that they said on stage. Like, it's not. They really don't. Next time somebody from Australia or England tells you, like, we all have free speech, stupid. You don't. By the way, we don't either, but.
I mean, you shouldn't arrest anyone on
It is like a tenet. It is like a tenet of the country that we do actually have the right to express opinions that are dissenting and offensive. And that isn't guaranteed anywhere else. It's really not a thing.
Social media for speaking, unless it's like I said, a death threat or something physical.
Nobody says that. LOL. Everyone says that. Literally, the argument around the world is like, there's like 140 countries with free speech. There isn't. There isn't. We disagree with what free speech is.
Other than that, it should be fine. Landers says we accrue $1 trillion in debt every 100 days. It's bad, dude. Really bad. No.
Do a podcast about ways you want to kill the queen. Well, sorry, the queen's dead. The king. And see how long it lasts in England.
We're not doing well. I'm not telling you we're doing well. I'm just saying that, we're kind of a reflection of the people of this country in a way. Good old JR with $9.99 says, I'm feeling generous. Let's crack into tonight's goal. Hey, thank you very much. Oh, no, we're not 20 away from overtime. We are 10 into tonight's goal for overtime. There you go, guys. Thank you very much. So not only have you knocked it out, you got $10 in.
Okay, so he does this thing where he's like, you've knocked out the goal, but then he stops updating it. If you look up top, it still says they need $25 for today's goal. He does this a lot. One time that guy like sent in $240 and said, I don't want to hear about the goal today. Like, here's all of it. And like, he didn't change it up on the chat thing for like an hour. And he even came on and said, this is 100% real. Last week, you can go see. Within the first 20 minutes of the show, some guy gave $240, which is the whole goal. And he literally said this. Aaron goes, all right, guys, what do we do now? Should we just call it? Should we just go home? Wow, that's crazy. It's like he didn't know what to do without a goal. He didn't know like how to do a show or what to even do for a show without a goal. He's like, there's no goal? Well, fuck, that was 3 hours of content. He literally said the word, should we call it? Should we go? And he had been doing a show for 20 minutes. This was supposed to be a 4-hour show. It's like, Jesus Christ, he's pathetic. You know, I don't even know. Make friends with Mike David. I could make 300. Okay. Where should I send these wings? Delicious. Again, no one knows what you're talking about.
It's risky. The bitch tend to rise out of pigga. It's history, snitch, who decided he's a member. Once he got pinched, coincided with law.
It's true.
Same homie, say he lay it down for the boy. Brought Game Squad around ours. How could it be? Been homie since Superman draws.
These cats is rats now.
These cats is rats.
The streets need decon. That's how they react now. Weak when the heat's on them. Stop snitching. You asked for the life you're living.
A pigga?
This act is not permitted. Nowhere on the map. It is forbidden to send a pigga to prison if you've been in it.
A pigga. Has anybody ever copped the word pigga?
Thank you so much for your continued support and generosity. We have, Cardi B. You remember last week, Cardi B said her and Offset were getting divorced.
Hold on, he changed this. Last week it said, hard times make better men, ? And this week it says, this must mean I'm disgusting. What is the purpose of this board? Like, what is the point of this fucking board?
Divorced? Yeah, the next day she announced she's pregnant. God damn it. I love that these two have like tens of millions of dollars and they are just fucking white trash. Cardi B is having another baby hours after she filed for divorce from Offset. I read, with me, more love, more life. All. Can you really have it all if you're having the kid, but you're getting the divorce?
All right, we got to wind back to the beginning in today. Ooh.
Give it a ride up there, kid. Big stick now, 1-2. All right, welcome to the show. We are, dude, it's anniversary week. It's 10 years. What's today?
Dude. Dude. You heard about this?
The 5th? Yep. I believe it's 10 years on the 9th that we had our first show. The first Steel Toe Morning Show was August 9th of 2014. So Friday, that would mean Friday, it's officially been 10 years of doing this program. And oh my God, I'm going to die. Hold on a minute. Feel free to fill in the blank spots, co-host.
Did you hit my pipe? Well, I wasn't looking. Jesus, man.
Wow. Feel free to fill in the blank spots, co-host.
What are you doing? You're coughing worse than I do.
I'm dying, actually. I have tuberculosis. I believe it's time for us to redefine the nature of our agreement. I feel good. I got way too much sun this weekend.
Is he how many people want to bet he tells us about his whole weekend again today? How much of the 30-minute members only show does he do for the free audience? How many people want to bet that he mentions the lake or golfing or Matt or the cart girl or Fireball? Dude, I was out. Dude, you ever weekended? Man, I was out on I did stuff on the weekend.
Look, damn near African. Moroccan, maybe? I don't know.
I'd say you look more like red than brown, but okay.
He never talks about boxing anymore. He's always itchy.
Fair enough. Then Navajo. But I did a lot of golfing over the weekend. I was only going to go Saturday. That was the plan. Drop the kids off.
Okay, wow. Same fucking show. Same show. We got to tell Johnny everything I told the regular audience yesterday. I was only going to go golfing one time, but then I dropped the kids off and I went golfing 2 times. And then you ever golf 2 times? Oh, you're drinking, you're hitting the ball, you drive the cart, they put you with some new friends, you make new friends, you're drinking, the cart girl kept coming back because we were giving her tips. Oh, it was crazy.
Matt and I went golfing, and I love going to territory because if you go with 2 people, they match you up with 2 other people, and you all go golfing together. So we went golfing with this Canadian couple, probably mid-40s. And they were a lot of fun. And,
I don't care.
We drank, and we played golf, and we played golf, and we drank, and it was a great time.
Listen, he tells you how it all. You drink and you golf, and then you play some golf, and then you drink.
Go with 2 people, they match you up with 2 other people, and you all go golfing together. So we went golfing with this Canadian couple, probably mid-40s, and they were a lot of fun. And we drank, and we played golf, and we played golf, and we drank, and it was a great time. The only problem with doing that is you go at 1:30, you're done at 5, you get home, you're a little buzzed,
And it's either
It's literally the same show. It's literally the same show. And then I called everybody, like, what are you doing? And then I woke up early, and I was like, I'll go golfing again. But then I didn't call anybody for, like, what are you doing? And I was like, Jags wanted to golf, but I didn't go to golf.
to keep this thing rolling. And the problem
to bed.
Yeah.
It's literally the same show we just watched. Again. So what do you get as a member? What are we missing?
The problem with keeping it rolling is it's Saturday at 5, 6 o'clock. Everybody's made their plans. You know, it's not like you can last minute whip something up. And then you start thinking, you're like, do I call people? Do I text people? Or do I just sit in this chair, recline, and call it a day? And I did. That's exactly what I did. I called it a day early. And then I get up Sunday morning, and I'm like, I got up at like 5:30. I'm like, fuck, I want to go golfing again.
Why is he so itchy? Why has he got all these little sores all of a sudden?
And I start texting people, not at 5:30. I start texting people at like 7, 8 o'clock.
Somebody said this is the evening show as well, right? He'll come on with Matt tonight and be like, Matt, how fun. I was telling him about golf. You tell him. You tell him. Yeah, we were drinking and we had shots and we were playing golf and we were drinking and we playing golf.
Like, you want to get out this morning? Let's go golf, blah, blah, blah. Everybody. So I finally make like a 9:20 tee time. And then everyone I text starts texting me back at like 9:15. They're like, just waking up, just getting up. Blah, blah. So I go by myself. I go to territory. They pair me up with 2 other dudes. And it turns out one of them knew who I was. So that was fun. And we just...
It turns out one of them knew who I was.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
He does this thing too, where he's like, oh, hit the like button, by the way. Get us over 500, will ya? Before we get out of here today. He did this thing too, where he's like, yeah, I talked to some of the neighbors where they live over there in Wilmar or whatever the town is. I don't know. They all hate them. They hate them being there. They hate them being in that town. They hate them living in that area. They do? Who's they? The Chamber of Commerce? Oh, yeah. Everyone knows and everyone hates them over there. They're going to get the HOA together and they're going to be like, guys, listen up, listen up. We've got to get them all out of here. They hate them. They hate the Rekietas. They hate them. They hate them in the neighborhood. They hate them in the town. They hate them in the city. They do. They do. They don't. No one knows or cares. I'm telling you.
We drank. We did some fireball shots with the drink cart girl.
Ah! I think she really likes me. She kept coming back over, giving us more drinks in exchange for dollars. I think she's into me.
I shot 1 stroke better on Sunday than I did on Saturday. And I just golfed the whole fucking weekend away. Outside of going to the fair with the kids. So Friday night, Saturday morning, it was go to the fair with the kids. And then Saturday and Sunday was just...
Saturday morning, he went to the fair with the kids. Again, he was teeing off at 1. So he's dropped the kids off at noon. So they left the fair at 11:30, 11. What? You went to the fair from 8 to 11 in the morning on a Saturday? Thanks, Dad. Kids, remember, you've got to be up at 6 a.m. We've got to be on the Ferris wheel. Look, early bird gets the Metallica mirror. We've got to get to that fair when they open. Gates open at 8 a.m. I want the carnies yawning and hungover. We've got to get down there. Your mother's going to be looking for you before McDonald's stops serving breakfast.
Just straight up, just golf the whole time.
It's like, your dad's got a tea time at 1. I don't want to spend the whole day with you kids, so if we could wrap it up with the face painting by 9 a.m., I'd appreciate it. I'd really appreciate it.
Notice you didn't invite me to go golfing with you. That's hurtful. That's
I considered it, and then I said, I don't think the math is mathing on that one. I don't think we're mathing up on the Johnny going golfing thing.
Johnny likes to go to movies and make out.
No, you're not a dependable golf partner. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
I apologize.
I would have brought my discs, man. I would have brought my discs.
Yeah, and then we all would have beaten you with clubs. That's exactly what would have happened. But no, a lot of fun. Like I said, man, 10 years. It's incredible. I'm excited for Saturday's show. Tickets were supposed to stop going on sale 2 days ago, and I don't know if they have, but we're sold out, so I have to.
They haven't. They're still on sale today. Oh, God, it's going to be so embarrassing when you have to refund the money. And like, there's physically no room left. Oh, wait, there is.
To probably get on that.
Other people can't buy tickets if we're sold out.
Well, no, because there's VIP claims, too.
Oh, shit.
So on Eventbrite, I do have to take these down. If people buy tickets now, they're going to be very upset with their result. But it's going to be a lot of fun Saturday. You can still come out, have fun. The whole.
How does it work? Does Eventbrite not let you set quantities for tickets? I've never seen anyone worse at the internet than Aaron Imholte. He doesn't know how to build websites. He doesn't know how to send emails. He doesn't know how to track winners. He doesn't know how to set up contests. He doesn't know how to link to rules. He doesn't know how to sell tickets to events. He doesn't know how to stream events. He doesn't know how to refund things. He doesn't know how to do he doesn't know how to cut off sales. Tickets were supposed to stop selling 2 weeks ago, but I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, shut up.
I'm going to be out there at 2, setting everything up. Come hang out for free.
Setting up what? Cornhole? Setting up what?
Come be in the cornhole tournament for free. Basically, at 8 o'clock, that's when the pay-to-play stuff starts. And then at like 10 o'clock, that part's over with. So enjoy yourself.
2 hours.
Just ignore us from 8 to 10. And then the rest is free and cool.
Yeah, have fun, man. Have fun. Come out.
Guys, Hackamania's this weekend. Have fun. Have fun there.
Hang out at Stoney's for the 10th anniversary show. Broke my heart. I think about it now when I wake up. Somebody wrote in the other day.
It broke his heart. Someone wrote in. It's probably true. They're like, I saw April up at Stoney's. She was sitting next to an empty stool, and on that stool there was just a boxing glove, and I know she misses you. So that's sad that April's up there at Stoney's, just drinking with a glove. Sad, sad stuff.
Day. And they said, Aaron, you don't seem like you enjoy doing this anymore. You don't seem like you like doing your show. And I went, what the fuck?
There's no show. There's no show. The show is, what should the show be? The show is give us money so we can keep doing a show. The show is, what do you guys think we should do with the show? The show is, did we just come up with a great idea for the show? I mean, what is this? What is it?
And like, it was one of those things where it got me where I'm like, really? And then I wake up in the morning, I'm like, fuck, man, I don't want to get up. And I'm like, oh my God, do I really hate doing my show?
No, you just hate waking up.
I hate waking up. I hate waking up and I hate begging for money, but those are two things that are necessary.
Yeah, there's no other way. Again, if there was a way to do the show without the goal and begging, I would do it. But that's what Shuli does. That's what KB does. That's what Melton does. That's what everyone does. There's not a show out there that doesn't do it this way. So, look, if there was a way to do it and figure it out without begging and tracking every dime that comes in, we'd do it. If there was a way to do it, other shows would be doing it. If there was a way at all, then I'd do it. But this is how every show, from Wheel of Fortune to Politically Incorrect to Guys Grocery Games, this is how it all runs. They just keep asking for money. Guys, we can't keep doing Guys Grocery Games without your donations. Make sure to get it in. As soon as we reach the goal, we're going to do another episode. There'll be a shopping spree where somebody grabs a bunch of butterball turkeys. And
in order for me to have a show. That's the show that I built for myself. That's what happens when you're a local.
That's the show that I built for myself. So you admit you can change it whenever you want. Look, I don't know how. And again, everyone gives them ideas. Every fucking idiot on the planet thinks they're the first guy to go like, you know what you should do? Patreon. Oh, he never thought of that. He don't have the confidence. He knows he can't get 500 Patreon members. He knows that. Why don't you know it? Why don't you know it when you suggest it to him?
Local FM radio DJ who wants to, keep the small embers of a career alive as you beg for a little bit of money. What is it? It's a
small town FM radio DJ who wants to keep the embers of his career alive. He really thinks he's going back to radio. He said it earlier, like this is like a timeout. This is like a punishment. They're making him sit out for a while, and then he'll get back in the radio game. He really thinks that. He really thinks it.
325 is our number today. You spark up that lighter one more fucking time, and I hear it. I'm going to lose my goddamn mind. I don't know why it's... Oh, I thought that was a lighter.
So 325 was the goal today, and he said it's the bare minimum, guys. We only asked for the bare minimum. It's again, where's the 50 grand April made? Where did that go? Why are all your bills the same and April's gone and you don't have to pay her 50 grand a year and you can't lower the goal? Why? Will anyone ever have the balls to really stick him with this question? Why can't you lower the goal? April's gone. Why can't you lower the goal?
What is that? That's a lint roller?
Yeah, I get cat hair all over my microphone, and I don't want to cough on it all show long, so I'm...
This is how they're lint rolling their microphones.
I thought I heard the clicking of a lighter, and I was like, I'm going to lose my fucking mind.
No.
Jesus. Okay. Now I don't even know if I'm supposed to.
You can click a pen and chew a Sharpie all day long, but he can't click a pen? He can't flick a lighter?
Okay, and I don't know why that's driving me nuts, too. Is that just for cats? You have to do that?
Yeah, pretty much, because they have hair that floats in the air when they clean themselves. When you pet them, it gets...
Why don't you just kill them? Like,
cats are cool.
Why do you have them? Why do you sit there lint rolling everything I own because some stinky animal fucking left its fur everywhere? And they're inconsiderate. Like, they're they're pieces of shit.
The cats are awesome. Cats are good pets, man. They're little snuggle bunnies. My cats love me. I love my cats.
Strongly disagree. I strongly disagree. I let New Guy go on Rumble just for today's stream just because he kept writing the same thing over and over and over. Like I said, man, have some fun with us. Hang out with us a little bit. But when it's the same thing over and over, it's like, get some creativity. Otherwise, you're just gumming up the works for everybody else.
I agree.
All right, Aaron, you're second to Johnny in our eyes. That's fair enough. Fair enough. Well, here, I'll hold him hostage. If you like Johnny, we got to hit goals so we can pay him. No. 325 is the number. Click the PayPal link. Click the Venmo link. I have an idea for our 10th anniversary. Everybody throw in gifts. Knock this thing out early, and then I don't...
All of his ideas are give me money. Ooh, I have an idea.
Have to beg today because...
Oh, I have an idea.
I don't want to. I don't like it. It makes me, it makes me feel like the failure I am. So indulge my delusion for a little while, if you will. Busy show today. Very excited for it. There was, I just, look, if Johnny doesn't care about this, I strongly urge him to tap out while we talk about it and, like, take an hour off today. But if he's down, he's going to really enjoy this. Nick announced he was streaming on Saturday, and he's been...
So they're going to get into these documents, and I know you want to get into these documents, but I told you I got a hard out today, and I got to leave a little early. But maybe I'll be back later, and we'll watch movie go through these documents. I don't want to rush it and do it half-assed, because I think there's a lot of good stuff in here, and more importantly, I think there's a reveal. I think there's something in here that's going to let us know Aaron did instigate this. Aaron was a snitch. Aaron did turn in Rekieta, and Rekieta is coming for Aaron. The signal is in the paperwork. I've seen it. I really, really believe that there is a Triton three-pronged attack coming for Aaron Imholte. I'm not sure about the Ashley Larue one, but the fact that he keeps saying how good they are, the fact that he keeps going on and on and on about how great everything is with Ashley Larue makes me think maybe it ain't. Maybe it ain't. But I don't know. I know April wants a piece of him. I know Rekieta wants a piece of him. And I'm pretty sure they're coming for him. And Rekieta probably doesn't give a fuck if he goes to prison. If he can fucking drag Mubi down with him, I think he wants to do that. And I think he will. And I really, man, April made a mistake because she's so dumb. Again, this woman is just complete woods trash. And she's so stupid. But she could have really raked Mubi. Now, I understand all the laws in Minnesota around marriage and divorce and the allocation of assets and splitting up alimony and all that kind of stuff. I understand that it's a little different in Minnesota. There are a million shows of Aaron, and, you know, people are combing back through this stuff now, so it's coming up, of him admitting that he didn't know what to do. He was aimless, directionless, rudderless after being fired, and April helped him on his feet, comforted him while he cried, protected him, and put together the Steel Toe Entertainment company. And he has said many times, on many occasions back then, that she makes all the decisions. She guides the company. She created it. She's the GM. April's the boss. She could have 100% wrecked this dude and taken his show. Half of his show. She could have actually gotten a real paycheck from this show for once in her life, because I have a feeling she never got a real paycheck. I have a feeling the money just went into their account, and he told her, it'll be like it's both of ours. We'll just keep it down at my account.
Oh, hi, Mark.
So I don't know. I don't know if that's true. Chris Elko, thanks for joining up. And Sarah, thank you for becoming a new member as well. Our memberships here are $1.99. They get access to the members-only shows while they're live. You can watch and participate. It also gets you access to our chat when it's a members-only chat like it is today. And then for $9.99, you can join the Overdose Lite and watch all of our members-only shows on demand here on the channel. And then at the nobodylikesonions.com/overdose, you can go and get all of our archives for all of our shows back to 2005, where we've been making fun of losers like Mooby forever. So go find one and join up and support the program. I got to get out of here. I got a hard out today. But either this afternoon or tomorrow afternoon, we'll probably do a show. And then tomorrow, I think 7 a.m., we'll come on and do this. Thanks to everybody watching. We're at 415 live. 415 likes. If you could hit the like button before you get out of here, that means so much more to my dad. But I do want to go over these court documents, and I know they're pressing. I'd prefer to do it today. I'd actually like to do it today, but I do have to go somewhere for a couple hours. So stay tuned. Follow us on Twitter, NLO, and we'll see what happens, okay? Don't get mad. Don't get mad about it. Did you just make the nut? I don't know.
Your manner is most unbecoming of a gentleman. Would you be high on cigarettes?
I don't know if the comedy hasn't hit them yet. They're full-blown retarded or just high on cigarettes.
A question posed to stupid hoes who don't get it yet. Excuse me, miss. Are you high on cigarettes? I don't know if the comedy hasn't hit them yet. They're full-blown retarded or just high on cigarettes. All the laughter that you deploy if you listen to the show, boy. Patrick melting faces have you stacking that low point. It's the low point, not the reason. The reason is fucking gold. Gonna make the taco pony party be a party of soul. To make you vandalize a van with a pedal sticker so bold. The family probably get arrested before they get down the road. Or stupid motherfuckers just got NL loaned. Other radio shows are straight bitch mail prone. Talk shit on the youngins that nobody like. Pass have my